The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the guests. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the host. I'm a stupid robot.
Give it up for the funny, the hilarious. King of the open micers at the one-nighters, Alonzo Cantu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's the sound of me fucking a horse. Fucking all the horses. Of courses. And I played all the courses. But God, while I was fucking them horses. And I crossed. Got me choking on a horse dick. Or a horse choking on my dick. Equal opportunity, dick choking, dick smoking, tit fucking on a horse's big butt, and I'm riding it. I ain't hiding it, I take pride in it. I ain't flying shit, I ride horses. So when I get tired, I get off of the horse and I have sex with the horse, of course. Let me bust my load. It's a code that I live by. Never lie when you have sex with the horse. Gotta look him in the eye. I do horse missionary. That was really fucking scary. Gotta watch the hooves. Horses got secret moves. I let my wife go a horse. I let my wife go a horse. Horse home wrecking, horse dick in my neckin', I fight a horse dick like I'm in Tekken, Eddie Guerrero. I'm the law when it comes to fucking breaking the horse's jaw with my big dick. Now he's sucking my dick, whose dick's getting sucked here? 69ing with the horse, doing Kami Sutra with the horse. I go to Star Wars universe and use the force with a horse. Jedi mind tricking, so I can stick my dick in, a little bit in, every inch in. It makes sense if I'm a Christian, cause I forgive myself in the Lord for making sexy ass horse. You made a sexy ass horse, Lord. You made a sexy ass horse, Lord. Who am I to deny? Megan the Stallion ain't got shit on this horse. I went to the horse's house, asked the father for permission to marry the horse, make an honest lady out of the horse.
I'm not sure if it's safe to report from my vantage point. I really need to leave. Civil Defense has informed me that the surrounding areas are in ruin. I see some people running now. In the opinion of this reporter, if this nation, or in fact the world, ever needed heroes, that time is now. That time is now.
In the great hall of the Justice League. Of the Justice League.
arm's getting worse. Our exploratory diving fellas.
Yes, Cape the Mummy is here in Paris.
Wong and his assistant, Mary Nelson, have vanished from
Our computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific. We'll start searching that area immediately.
Hold your horses! Yeah! Beast. Boom. Beast. Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
So that
What's up?
that song does that technically make you a brony?
Which song?
The horse song.
What
Yeah.
song?
Oh, was that pre-recorded?
What?
The horse song.
I don't know if there's a
It's
horse song.
Justly.
I think it's more like horse poetry.
Okay.
It's more of like a free-flowing,
No, 'cause-
odyssey
'cause-
of horse lust and sexuality. Are you talking about what I was saying over the intro?
Yeah, poetry implies that it's bad.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of people don't understand that I do say a lot of shit before the intro. So there's a lot of things people are missing out on. There's all different kinds of Easter eggs that I hide within the show. As opposed to focusing on making an entertaining show, I focus on tricking and hiding things from the audience.
Okay,
Yeah. If you
kind of
actually
like a MK Ultra of laughter.
I don't know. It's more like have cheat codes to the show. You know, one of the cheat codes is you got to get as drunk as I get drunk, and as high as I do, and then it's just you kind of just turn down the volume until you're having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's how you enjoy the
Exactly.
show. That's how you enjoy the show on
Right.
an optimal level. You know, you got to
All
take
right.
your pants off. You know. You're sitting by a fine lady or a fine horse, just doing what you want to do.
A horse
Just,
named Lady.
Yeah. See, I brought up like an old story about a guy having sexual intercourse with a horse, and it had it didn't have anything to do with all the interesting things in the news. I don't know about you, but I've been like so tuned out of the news, which is a bad thing to do if you're trying to do a podcast about I don't know current events or just anything, I guess, but. It seems all bummy. Like it seems like Trump's just fucking up, and then Israel's fucking Jewing the Palestinians out of fucking.
And I was wondering if that was going to be something like I could say. Can I say it's Israel's fault, but just not in that row?
It's Israel's
Well,
fault. What do you mean?
We already know that.
Yeah. No, I mean it doesn't matter where it comes from or what I mean from it. It's all just 3 words. Just
I don't know. So here's my
one
whole
after
thing.
another.
I'm on the side of Israel and Palestine. You know what I mean?
You're on the both teams.
Yeah, the both.
Why can't we just get along?
Whoever pays
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Well, here's my whole thing. Obviously, they're committing a genocide on Palestine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Israel's got a lot of money. So.
And we're funding him.
Well, you're funding them.
You are?
Yeah, I specifically marked the box off on my taxes that says
didn't.
don't send it to the Middle East, which I guess a lot of people don't do.
And
I'm
I
the only one that does that.
I didn't. Do
I never do it.
You never check
didn't
the
think of
box?
I never do.
It's a little box at the very bottom of your W-9s and shit, and you just
I missed that one.
yeah.
When you get your ID.
If you're on phone, you can't see it. You got to
Have
be on the desktop.
have you sworn in as an American yet, Bob?
Yes.
You've physically gone out to the courthouse and sworn in. I
I
am
mean,
American.
no, I'm born American.
You still have to swear in.
What do you mean?
I'm just messing with you, man.
All right.
Maybe like getting a confirmation. Were you raised Catholic? Did
Yes.
you get
I was raised Catholic,
confirmation?
Yeah, there was an attempt.
Did you get confirmation or whatever?
Yeah.
What that happens at 17, right?
No, I did mine at 13.
13? No. There's first communion. Oh, isn't it? So okay. So there's
Confirmation is where you get your communion.
catechism.
Catechism, yeah.
That's 17. Or what
Yeah,
is that?
Catechism.
Okay. And did you get that?
Yeah, 13.
Did you meet what the fuck? What about the there's the first communion, and then I thought there's a thing where you fucking taught to like a bishop or some shit, and then you
I don't
basically
know.
like pledge your life to God again. For
no
the
idea
third
about
time.
that one. I
You
didn't
don't know about that one? So let me see.
I didn't take any notes. I don't think I made it that far either.
I mean, I was baptized as a baby, but I had my catechism at
13 where I've had communion. So
Let me see.
some kids got it a lot younger. So
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you're just like you're like a special kind of Catholic. You're like a prodigy Catholic.
You think you're
prodigy Catholic.
I did my
think you're
first
better than me or
communion
what?
on the titty. That's I've been giving up to the God since way back in the way back.
No. I mean, some kids got their
C, fuck it. It's B before Bob. What?
Or Bob.
Yeah.
Before Bob.
Before Bob.
Yeah. There was Catholicism before Bob.
Before Bob at 13.
Yeah. BB.
Yeah.
And then there's after
It's
Bob.
BB
Babe.
13.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
BB 13.
Maybe 13.
Let's go.
AB Dell. Let me see.
Damn, I
Let me
didn't.
see. Catholic ceremonies. Catholic ceremonies for everyday living. Let me see. Primary center, the seven sacraments. Oh, there's one thing that was. Oh man, whenever I get drunk and I feel sad about myself, I always get into fucking Catholicism. But I was, yeah, I was fucking. I popped.
It's
in,
working then, right?
Yeah, I popped in some He Walked Among Us, the animated Jesus story, which I'm wanting to do, and then I was trying to figure out the rosary.
Yeah.
Which you think I should have figured out, but it's like there's like the 5 miracles, I think. Am I right? So see there's the 5 miracles, and it's like there's like the physical miracles and the
I
the-
hope my
You guys
mom's
are
not
some
watching.
bad
Walking on
guys,
water.
dude.
No clue.
Yeah, you guys are some
Turning
bad
water into
guys.
wine.
Let me see.
He's just making the
I
dirt
don't-
wet, right? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
No, let me see.
Turning water to wine. Fishes into loaves.
7.
Walking on water.
Turning bread into like the little cracker,
Yeah.
right?
The body and blood of Christ.
Yeah.
I think you never got the rosary.
I mean, I did
I
them.
feel like you have to do a
I was
confirmation.
always guided. I was always guided when I was
I
doing
was-
those things. So I never felt like I needed to know. And then, the way being raised Catholic, it's kind of like,
Well, that's
I
the whole
got
thing with
kicked out,
Bible
yeah.
school. It's like here's the whole thing. It's like you never see any like adults in Bible school because it's like it was the first No Kid Left Behind
Yeah.
school. They
Yeah.
just kept on pushing you through and all that. So I didn't have to necessarily know a lot about the Bible, but you just keep getting past, because they need new Christians to eat that Christ body, dog.
Yeah.
Or is I the only one that was like, man, what kind of crackers are
Some
these? 'Cause I
Body
want
by
some of
Christ?
these. Yeah, body by fucking Dell, dude.
Yeah.
Delicious. Freaking, but that
Delicious.
speaking of
He
delicious.
delivers.
I'm talking about those
Delivers.
wafers. Am I the only one that
Delivers.
thought those wafers are so good, especially washed down with a little bit of red wine?
Yeah. The wine with water.
Oh yeah, a little watered down. I thought the water
Yeah,
was
that's-
spit.
It's
I
diluted.
thought it was old people's spit because they don't know how to keep their fucking salivas to themselves.
It's that
They're
too.
just into the Lord's goblet.
It's that too, but
Yeah.
it's diluted with water.
Yeah.
the
You
holy
ever go-
spittoon.
You ever go into the Holy Spittoon and you see a little bit of backwash bread in there?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, exactly.
I know.
Not all
Yeah.
of it's bread, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Some of it's
Just like-
yeah.
Gingivitis.
I have a little bit of you think some plaque?
Some plaque in there, yeah.
And it
Yeah.
mixes with the body of God
Mhm.
and becomes
A li- a
plaque
little-
of Christ.
A little bit of like wintergreen grizzly,
Green, yeah.
probably too. You
A
know,
little skull.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be so funny if somebody like got mixed up and just skulled in the fucking in the goblet.
Ah,
It's like non-Catholic churches. They do communion and they have a little grape juice and a little wafer.
yeah. The church I go to gives you like a little tiny cup.
All right, yeah. So you never did the Catholic confirmation. I knew this was a fucking thing. You bad Catholic. You guys are both bad. I'm the best Catholic.
I
dude
know,
so
because
far.
we're
I'm
not-
winning-
That's not a compliment.
I'm winning at
That is a
God.
compliment.
Yeah,
I know.
I am
That's
the
nothing to brag
greatest.
about.
I know.
I am the most humble and the most in tune with the Lord. Let me see.
Well,
So Catholic confirmation. Don't explain it to me when
No,
you
I'm
didn't
not-
even
I'm
know.
not-
You didn't even know.
Don't
I'm
Christ
speaking.
explain to
I'm
me.
not. I'm
God,
not.
the Lord is speaking through me. I'm a vessel of His word right now.
Okay.
An AI overview, which is
All right,
I
all
guess, I don't know. It's like where they say like, oh, God was the author, but man was the editor. It's like now it's going through AI overview, so I don't even know. It's like His word is that powerful. Let me see. The
Yeah.
Catholic confirmation ceremony is a sacrament where candidates renew their baptism promises and are presented to the bishop, renew their baptismal vows, and are anointed with chrism oil on their forehead. You ain't had no chrism oil on your forehead, huh? Isn't it weird that chrism kind of sounds like, or
You know what
chrism?
you know
What is
exactly what it
chrism
sounds
oil?
like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see some chrism oil, dog. Let's see. Dude, I want to fry up some catfish and some chrism oil.
Mm-hmm.
King's oil holy. Let me see.
Anointed oil.
What is chrism oil made out of? Pure olive oil. I knew I'd be able to use it for cooking. With a fragrant balsam, kind of sounds like balsamic vinegar.
Yeah.
And some sweet smelling essential oils such as cinnamon, cassia, calamus, and myrrh. If we didn't have the myrrh in there, I think that'd be pretty good. That's pretty sick. Can we cook with myrrh?
You don't fuck with myrrh, bro?
I fuck with Murs, the rapper.
Murs the rapper.
Murs the rapper.
He's the one that got me into rapping about.
I think that's what they use for
fucking.
I think that's what they use for their incense.
AKA horse choker. What?
Myrrh.
Yeah, do not cook with myrrh as a spice. It's essential oil that can change chemical properties when heated and make you God. Oh, wow. That's so dope. And the taste is generally not suitable for mortals. Oh, that's so sick. I didn't even know that.
You think you have a shot?
Yeah.
Being a god in the Chinese world, maybe. I could be the god of being taller than all other Chinese people. But he embodies tallness. He's like a skyscraper.
I like your thing about JRPGs. How about?
It's not even my thing. I just saw a video on YouTube.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was watching some fucking dude. I just go down weird rabbit holes where I watch videos about Japanese games I'll never play because they're for like the Sega Genesis. You know, it's like the lost hidden like secret treasure. You know, it's like like the underrated RPG from fucking 40 years
I
ago.
guess was the YouTuber, was he British?
You know, I can't tell. Nah,
you can tell when they're British.
I could tell when they're British, but I just can't tell if this was because I've been getting into Dungeon Chill, and then there's Retrovania. I don't know if any of the. I think the Retrovania might be British guy. I can't remember, but either way, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not parasocial enough to actually. I'm just watching their information. I don't really care about what they're saying. You know.
Well, just because I haven't found like anybody that talks about Sega Genesis days that often, unless it's like a British channel.
That's a good point because it was more popular in Britain. I'm guessing the Sega
Mega
in
Drive.
general.
Yeah,
I've had a Genesis before.
See, rich kid Bob Dell.
That's not they were cheaper than Super Nintendos.
Were they?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. But it had like a
put your
third
life
of the
on that
market share.
Hmm?
Well, that's I don't know what the Sega Genesis. Do you think it was cheaper than Nintendo or no? He's
that's why my mom bought it for me on Christmas.
Well, maybe it was discounted because nobody was fucking buying them.
Possibly, but I love Sonic.
but also you were.
You got a Sega Genesis when PS2 came out.
What?
Well,
No, I had a
cheaper. It's cheaper.
I had a Dreamcast
I was
actually
backlogging,
before that.
right? I was
You had a
backlogging.
Dreamcast. So were you a PlayStation guy or a Dreamcast guy? You like a Sega kid or what?
No, I love the games in Sega, but I mean they just Dreamcast didn't showed off, so apparently I dished it
The
for the
Dreamcast did go
PS2.
hard though.
Dreamcast.
It
Dreamcast
did.
go hard.
I didn't get the
Way ahead of
Jet
its
Set,
time.
until
Jet Set
way
Radio
later.
is great. I mean, the Family Star Online was really good. I mean,
Yeah, and then also Crazy Taxi, which is
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, Dreamcast is a great fucking system. Nobody
was.
can deny that.
Yeah.
Well, I remember buying the Dreamcast like at a retro store just so I could go back and play, you know, the Dreamcast games and stuff. And because it was back when like retro game stuff wasn't so expensive as it is now.
Yeah.
Like back in the day where people were like, who wants this trash? Everybody just wanted the new system and stuff. So you could get old systems really freaking cheap. I think I got a Dreamcast for like $60, you know, and then like all the games I wanted for it were pretty, you know.
We all know like that one person that you can reach out to and be like, hey, I've been trying to play this one game I used to play back in the day, and they can just send you a link.
Oh, I mean like emulators
The
or ROMs
emulator,
and stuff?
yeah.
Emulators are awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of them nowadays are just browser based. You don't even have to download it.
Yeah,
That's the wild thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
I
There was,
know.
what was I trying to play that was on, it was one of those JRPGs, and it was like, I was looking it up, and you can just find, Thousand Arms. I was trying to play Thousand Arms. You can play that on your
Whoa.
browser now.
Thousand Arms.
Yeah, I'm a big simp for JRPGs with a dating mechanic in it.
Huh.
So anything like that is like Persona games. You ever play Persona?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Persona is the shit. What's another one that's like that? Witcher games.
The Witcher's. Yeah, The Witcher is going to be. I guess that counts.
Yeah,
I guess that does count.
I mean, it's not really a dating sim. It's more of like a
Like a
fucking
relationship,
sim.
a conversation.
Well, it's because like I'm saying, it's like there's a mechanic where you can have romantic encounters, kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
that's like built into the game in one way or another.
And you decided that all of your encounters were going to be romantic encounters.
Oh yeah, no, that's my first thing. Is I'll like figure out like that's the one.
How can I
like
love the final boss?
Yeah, it's like I try to figure out. Well, that is a good one in Fallout Vegas. You know, I know that if you get your speech high enough, you can just talk your way out of the final encounter. You can
Wow,
just
I
you can
didn't
just
know
like
that.
mind fuck the main Caesar guy. Yeah, I think it's got to be at like I don't know.
That's my goal in life.
That's why I like that's why I like that kind of RPG stuff where depending on your vocal skill, you can either weasel your way in or out of a lot of different things. But also it's funny with certain ones, which I like, is if you make your like intelligence really stupid, all your vocal options are just like grunting and stuff, you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, I don't know. There should be an option where you're like really good for 3 days and then you're grunting for 10. Because that's just how it really is for me.
I've played Fallout.
Do you fuck with weasels?
What?
Do you fuck with weasels?
No.
You don't fuck with weasels? It's a shame.
No, I just found out, speaking of weasels, muskrats, okay? I didn't know like a muskrat is. It's kind of like a wet rat. I guess like it makes sense. Muskrat.
Muskrat.
Yeah. Wet, stinky
When you say
rat.
it out loud.
Yeah, but apparently they're like really good friends with beavers. You know, I don't know how the muskrat helps the beaver, but beavers like they like knock down trees so muskrats can eat like the food from the top of the trees, and they also just like live in beaver houses.
Don't they look like nutrias? Muskrats, right?
Nutria. No, it's a nutria.
A nutria is like a beaver-like looking rodent. That's
Yeah, probably. It looks like it's got beaver fur, but with like
Yeah.
a rat tail kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like a beaver face a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Let me whip out my muskrat and see what it looks like.
Nice. Oh, no, it's interesting. A giraffe's tongue looks like a black man's penis. Did you know that?
Like,
I don't know if
from
I
base
see
to
that.
tip?
What?
From base to tip?
I know it's black, but I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
black
if
and long and delicious.
I bet.
Stuck in a giraffe's
Okay,
mouth.
I was gonna ask if it was true, but he said I bet. He just agreed instead.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I have a photo here of a woman filleting a giraffe's tongue that I used. This is before Grok. I had to use my own Photoshop.
Oh, so before any AI generation?
Yes, this was.
Looks like a horn.
Let me see. Yeah, and what does a black man's penis look like?
You tell me.
That's what I put.
What? Black man's penis is what's actually in the Pulp Fiction briefcase when they open it up.
BMP equals giraffe tongue.
See?
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know if I can picture that same giraffe like
Yeah.
4 or 5 of them behind a couch waiting for somebody to suck on their tongues. It doesn't have the same like that one. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't see that.
I can hang a towel on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see.
like a beach towel folded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a hanker. Coat hanger.
coat hanger. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can hang your life on that thing. You can start a life with that.
Yeah. You could do bench presses on that tongue.
And would you?
Maybe. If it's trained to hold it, you know. Damn, that's a big tongue.
Let me see if I can find it.
Any? I mean,
I'm
we've
so
already
fucking
we've
annoyed.
already gone through so many animals that I never really wanted to imagine penetrate me.
A duck.
Oh yeah, no, I know about those. I know about their spiralness.
They got those corkscrew dicks.
Fucking annoying. Let me see.
The corkscrews.
Yeah.
It's an entire species where the female's body's like biology keeps changing to defend themselves from getting
Raped.
I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but thank you, Bob. It's not my channel.
I don't think we get demonetized for that, right?
You
For what?
Saying the R word.
either
I
one.
don't know. Let's find out.
Well, you probably will, yeah.
Mm.
Well, here's the
I
whole
think you
thing.
just
I
gotta be
don't
past the
monetize. I don't think
8
you can really
seconds.
monetize 20 views an episode. Luckily,
Mm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
dry
have to be
bones.
past the 8-second mark. That's what YouTube wants. As long as you're
Yeah.
not saying anything,
Why do you think my intro's 30 minutes long?
I guess that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice cushion.
Yeah, exactly. You can literally you can rate Bob if you do 30 minutes into the episode. They can't demonetize you. That's the rule.
I'll do it emotionally.
Yeah. So I was looking for this
give you
picture
nice
that I
touches.
generated of a woman having oral intercourse with a black man, but then I replaced the black man's penis with a giraffe's tongue, and it looked identical.
That's where we were going with it.
Yeah, the science. I'm not, dude. I'm tired of people over here. Like, too long, YouTube has tried to suppress the science that I've promoted on my platform.
It's science is science. Sure.
Yeah. What? So a bunch of scientists can give pigeons cocaine, but I can't take pictures of giraffe tongues and Photoshop them over black man's penises and also get a grant from the government. We should be looking into this.
Was it any good, the cocaine that you know of?
That they gave to the pigeons? I mean, I'm sure that they did like half of it themselves and then cut it with baking soda and then gave it to the pigeons and all that.
No.
At first, they gave the pigeons the good stuff to get them hooked, you know, and then they started cutting it slower and slower, and
The
they
fentanyl
started
free.
Yeah, and then they started having the pigeons do sexual favors for them and all that in the back of their Cadillac that they bought with their illegal earnings.
Damn.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Some hoe birds.
Some big ass hoe birds.
I've seen how much cocaine a
Oh,
pigeon can go
birds.
through with the right fucking motivation.
Them cocaine birds.
And you start turning out pigeons.
I mean, I've heard of like overfeeding a duck so you can eat its liver.
Mm-hmm.
It's called fagua.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that. But
Yeah.
the pigeon thing is something else.
Yeah.
You ever heard about them? I don't even know if it was pigeons. It could have been seagulls or some horse shit. You never heard about that study?
No.
What?
No, I don't.
I actually found the fucking email of the guy. I was trying to like call him up or whatever. They live in Britain. Let me see.
I don't get this deep into animals.
Giving birds. You never heard this one right here?
Animal sex facts. Animal sex facts.
There we go.
Just so everyone knows, you just pushed one
Animal
button.
sex facts.
You didn't have to search for anything, and it was there.
It was like a half an inch away from
It was ready to go. Yeah.
Yep.
Giving cocaine to birds is illegal. I know it is. Okay. The study of sexual tendencies of quails on cocaine is a waste of government spending. It's the title of the article, which I mean is kind of a matter of opinion, I guess.
Well.
I like how then I love the first thing when I type it in. Giving cocaine to birds is illegal and causes severe harm. Which I mean, probably pretty obvious. The effects of cocaine. That'd be so
No,
funny
officer, it's coke. This is bird cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. This
Bird
is a
coke.
pound of
Yeah.
bird cocaine. Exactly. You can tell.
I got some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It would be funny though if they gave cocaine to birds, it did just make them like more cool. You know, like they gave the cocaine to birds and they starting their own little small businesses. And
Pigeons
stuff.
have that jazzy vibe already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you're giving them that we're staying late after the bar closes, coming up with business ideas.
Exactly. What I'm
You
about
know
to
what I mean?
say,
Like
yeah. They start a bunch
so
of
they're
like
doing this now. Like
we should start a beer garden, dude. That's what this city needs is another beer garden.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do it right this time.
hear me out.
Only
Popcorn
Bowie.
vendors
It's just all paid with
online.
It's all paid with bird seeds.
You know what
There
the
you go.
city needs? Another bar.
Yeah.
Not a bar.
We should
Another
do
bar.
it, but do it right. We're gonna have swinging patio furniture. And that's gonna be we're gonna be called the patio. And it's gonna be like, have you been to what the fuck is it? It's like a big house. It's next to I think it's next to Lucky Duck, isn't it? Have you been to that?
Yeah.
Bar? What is it called?
I've driven
The
past it.
house or some shit. It's like called the house or something.
Beer yard.
No, it's the fucking. It's next to Bentley's, next to fucking.
I know what you're talking
Lucky
about.
Duck. Yeah, it's like this big old. There's always a fight there.
Yeah, Burleson or some shit.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I know.
You know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm
Look,
talking
I
about.
think you guys know what you're talking about.
I don't
to
know-
yourselves, but
God damn it.
no one else knows what's going
I
on.
don't
in
know
between.
what the bar's name is because
It's a big old house. It's like it looks like a frat house. Let me see.
oh, that place. I don't know.
Is it called the house?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, man. That place is new, so
Somebody said just give the birds a laxative. That would be a real shit show. So laxative and
will that make the bird explode? I don't know.
no, they're on.
Darren Zam.
They're already on
Oh,
cocaine.
Angela. I was like, what?
Visual, sir.
Who's giving animal abuse advice?
I think
Let me tell you how to really torture
Yeah.
a bird over here. Grab a bird by his asshole.
And then I want you to
Yo.
put weights on its feet so it can't do anything about it.
Just shove laxatives up its ass.
Then I want you to take the bird's mother and fuck it in front of the bird.
These are all hypothetical. We don't mean this. There's not an animal in sight in this entire place. No animals were harmed during the filming of this podcast.
Because there are no animals here.
There's no animals here.
Except for Bob Dell. He's
I'm the
He's the
animal.
real animal.
I'm the real animal.
He's the alpha male, dude. He always like pisses on the carpet or before the show starts to mark his territory.
Nah.
It's super hot.
Yeah. No, he took my ex-girlfriend.
Smells like muskrat in here, dog. It smells muskratty in here.
Mm.
Damn. Yeah, first thing.
he went,
Vic comes in here and Bob's like, "Hey, you still fucking banging that? Still banging that piece? Still plug it away."
That's some fine piece of...
Hey, if you ever want to do a cuck thing, I'm always here for that, you know. But you just can't look at me.
We just got rid of our spare chairs.
Your spare chairs.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Dell broke them.
Yeah, we're not in the cuck market right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Unfortunately.
I feel like I could definitely be that guy, you know? I could be that guy to come over and like they're gonna have
Which
to take me out to
one?
dinner first. The guy that like goes in
The
there and
cucker
like
or the cucky?
the cucker.
The cucker.
Yeah. I could only be the cucky. You just gotta sit on a chair.
Yeah.
You know, which I
Yeah.
do most of my job. So it's
Dude.
like, you know, I'm there. I'm on the
Hypothetically,
phone.
I'm still gonna
It's like,
pull
do I
my
gotta
phone
be
out,
the part
yeah.
of the whole thing? I'm just on my phone. I'm
could-
looking at my bank account and shit. I'm just like, jeez.
It can only be for me. It
Make
can only be
money.
hot if I'm looking outside of a window. You know,
You're looking outside of a window and getting cucked. Like they
Like,
like
just
just your
wa-
wife in the car downstairs. Like you're looking out the window
no, like looking at the window and peeping at
at them fucking.
yeah, exactly.
That sounds expensive because now you got to pay for two.
But that's
rooms.
not getting cucked. That's called voyeurism. It's like a whole different fetish.
I mean, unless he paid for
I
the
guess
first
it's kind of
room.
the same
I
fetish.
guess it is, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he pays for the hotel room across the street too.
Yeah,
Pays
exactly.
for two
Like,
hookers to fuck so you can watch them.
yeah. I don't know.
Damn, I bet people do that shit, dude. I think about it. I
Yeah.
bet Puffy does that shit.
What's that?
He does it probably.
Did he? Yeah.
Did he?
He didn't have to.
Didn't have to. What
He
do you
didn't
mean?
have to. Everything was given to him however he wanted.
I'm sure he paid for a lot of it.
Well, yeah, that's how though.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Money
How?
talks.
How? What?
Like he made those parties, he made it all happen, and whatever he wanted to happen, that's how it happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because he was buying like the prostitutes and shit. You know, it's like he was kind of stocking the fishing pool. Like, you know, like when you go like out,
blackmailing
yeah.
the celebrities.
Well, no, it's like when I don't think he was doing that. I don't think he was on his Epstein shit, or he would have gotten murdered. Like, he wouldn't be going to jail for 5 years. But that's the thing. It's
That's true.
when it comes to, I think it was kind of like a not an explicit blackmail, but more of an implicit where it's like, hey, we're all kind of dirty together. We all kind of party the same way. We kind of got the same mentality when it comes to being treated like royalty. But at the same time, it's like he was into weird stuff where it's like, didn't he want to like spit cum on his nipples or some shit? I know there was some nipple cumming. Like, I don't know if he wanted the guys to come on his nipples, but there was like some nipple cum going on.
I'm not privy to that information.
I have no
About
idea.
you didn't follow the Diddy shit? I thought you were into hip hop. I thought you were into rap.
I don't get that deep in the animals.
No.
Yeah. From what it was mostly just him like sitting back in a chair and watching like his chick get fucked by like a guy on meth for like 14 hours. It felt like, you know, it's just I felt bad for her. I was like, man, you gotta be sore the next day. You're just getting fucked for hours and shit, you know, while Diddy's just like gooning. He's probably jacked off 14 times earlier that day, so he can't come, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that and all the drugs.
Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of those drugs, like, oh, no, it's a wild one. I think I mentioned this on the show pretty recently, but maybe I didn't. But you've heard about the whole Weinstein thing, right?
Weinstein.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, how
What is
his dick was gangrenous. Yeah, so I might not have talked about this on the show because I was sure you would have been here, but he had a gangrenous dick. It was like, so Harvey had erectile dysfunction because he had like diabetes.
think
and
Yeah, that's right. I heard
I
about
think
that.
what
one.
blows my mind is that we can't remember whether or not we were talking about someone's gangrenous penis.
Yeah, I know.
I talk about it all the time. It's like it's
I'm
one of my
sorry.
go-to subjects. It's like
It's not an everyday conversation for me.
Yeah.
I was a little ready.
Sometimes
some
you
people
gotta-
are into Rome. some
It's like you have
people
to
are into
remind me of that.
gardening. Yeah, I'm into Harvey Weinstein's gangrenous dick.
That gangrenous penis. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, I also heard that. So basically he had diabetes, so he had like erectile dysfunction, but he also had like really like bad blood flow and like thin skin and shit just because of the diabetes. So he would get and like a lot of the I guess erectile dysfunction stuff didn't work for him because he just had that bad of ED. So they actually had to inject like erectile dysfunction medication into his penis directly. But he's also a sex addict, right? So he's got like track marks all up and down his dick. He's also diabetic, so it's like he doesn't have the same like immune system as a human, so he's like so he's getting infections and shit. Eventually his penis, it just becomes kind of like a gangrenous mangina kind of thing. And at that point it's just like, is it even a sexual thing, or is it just like a mental? You always say the biggest sex organ's the brain, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, must have the biggest brain there ever was. Fucking
How much for a brain job?
yeah, so I don't know. That's the weird one with Harvey Weinstein, where it just becomes like, imagine it feels like a Reanimator horror movie scene, We just it's like dripping fucking gangrenous penis coming at you and shit like that, and you're just
walking penis,
and you're just like seeing fucking Oscars flash before your eyes.
Yeah.
Thinking of Uma Thurman.
Y'all hearing some of these people like going around saying movies were better back then still, though?
They were.
Yeah, of course.
Isn't that kind of a shame?
well, Harvey Weinstein, the thing is like, so there's, it's that same, first off, have you seen the footage of Uma Thurman crashing in the car?
On Kill Bill?
Kill Bill? Kill Bill?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
seen that one? Yeah, okay. I just want to bring that
I
up.
was like, wait a minute. Like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
after party? Or...
Yeah, I know. It's like
The
well,
one-
her and Quentin Tarantino had a beef for like years because like she could have easily just had like a stunt person do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he's like, no, you drive it. And it was like a fucked up car and all that. And she like wrecked and almost died, I guess, like broke her nose and all this kind of shit.
Huh.
But
cheap bastard.
yeah, what
Yeah.
were we bringing up again after that? I'm sorry. It was
Wiggle your big toe, right?
yeah, no, it was I brought up
Movies were better.
Movies
Yeah.
are better, yeah. So when it comes, it's kind of the whole R. Kelly thing, or like apparently Diddy did not do this, but it's like when you're such a big monster that you kind of have to like keep up the amazing work so people just tolerate you, like a Roman Polanski, maybe Charlie Manson. Yeah, it's like
Charlie Manson.
yeah, you just gotta be amazing so people just put up with your shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I think back in the day there was a different attitude about movies. So here, I think when the Me Too movement wiped out a lot of these monsters in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
What it also did was kind of like a signaling of a new like age in Hollywood, where it's like we're not going to be appealing to the people. We're going to be trying to convince the people that this is what's actually, is supposed to be the way. That's why we have all this
Yeah.
crappy entertainment, because it's not actually made for us. It's made
To entertain them.
well, yeah. I mean, or made to condition us, I guess.
Push
you know
the
what I mean?
agenda.
Yeah, push
Yeah,
an
push an
agenda,
agenda,
and condition us to crappy content for one,
Right.
But also, but in this idea of a mass generalized like thought policing, like the wildest stuff is not the censoring on the internet; it's the self censoring that we've adopted on the internet and just in regular life and stuff. We're
Right.
saying stuff like grape, or saying stuff like
he won't
self-delete
stop
or
himself.
whatever. Yeah.
I can't.
I do appreciate a nice slur once in a while, because it does feel
Right.
like authentic. It feels like you're watching a Tarantino movie. Yeah. But then, sometimes
It has to
it's
be
just,
authentic. This racism
Yeah.
needs to come from the heart.
Yeah, I know.
but also, and a lot of supposed racism doesn't even necessarily feel authentic. It feels more like just grifting.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's like, oh, let's blame this culture, religion, race, or gender for why your life sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or for why
Well,
your
we're comics.
particular
One of
hobby
the- I mean,
sucks.
Yeah.
essentially the first thing we're doing when we get up there is making fun of ourselves, whether it's our race. Race is one of the, I don't know, I would say a third of the subject that I make fun of when I get to go off on a tangent.
I don't even know
Oh, yeah.
what a weird thing is. I almost feel like we've transcended race as it seems more of a political cudgel, as less and less of a like separation of people. It's like it feels like the ideologies attached to race are more like cultural and more like entertainment and stuff like that, as opposed to general like, oh, I don't like this person because of whatever. It's more like, oh, they're cringe. It's like
Yeah.
the idea of like,
You gotta take a shot though,
what do you mean?
because that cringe was an attempt for viral, right?
In what way? What do you mean?
Like, usually when something is cringe, is because they were attempting to make something viral. Because it's only cringe because like 8 people watched it and made fun of it, and then it goes from there, right?
Yeah.
Doing something cringe.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I mean, there's different kinds of cringe. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like something can be so cringe that cringe becomes almost an art form or an aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cringe core.
You're
I think that's where a lot of
crushing
nerd
at it,
stuff
Cringing,
comes
yeah.
from.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
crushing at it.
Like a lot of nerd things like come from that whole idea of what was once cringe is now kind of like trendy because you're ironically cringe.
Yeah.
Being ironic has become an aesthetic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know. It really has, and there's obviously people that still don't get it. I mean, people that understand style are gonna, understand that. I think because internet culture has become so entwined with just everything. You know what I mean? It has become the new medium. Like the streaming platforms have adopted, like internet style, like releases and things like that. In a way, actually, I guess I take that back. I'm sorry to interrupt. What
No,
were you
you're
saying?
fine. I'm developing ideas as you're talking because you're reminding me of things that are going on in like the streaming platforms. Kick. I was on Kick for 2 years before.
I want to hear what Angel. So here I have this should be
I feel like there's
connected to
4 levels of cringe nowadays.
Yeah.
4 levels of cringe.
Call in if you because I want to hear about these 4 levels of cringe and I want to see what you're talking about.
So Angel Azrael is actually he's from my community from streaming, and he's a streamer himself. He goes by Jess the Crusader.
Call in, please.
If
and
you're
I'll
available
Call in.
and you want to, go ahead and call in. There's
Please
already
You're
call.
available and want to like that is an implicit. You gotta call in now, motherfucker.
Call in.
You will fill the gap on the 4 levels of autism.
Call me now.
4 levels of cringe.
Four levels of
yeah,
cringe.
it's me, Victor, Bob Dell, and Angel Azrael.
Angel, yeah.
It's Azrael, as in
That's
isn't that the that's in Dogma, right? He's
The
the
angel of death.
he was the muse, God's muse, or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah! All right,
He
so
called. Look at that.
Hayek, man.
should transfer over here if I can. Right there. Hey, can you hear us, boss?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
What
How
up,
you do-
Jess?
What up?
All right, we
What's
got
going on, y'all?
Angel Azrael
doing?
on the line. Thank you so much for calling in. Let me hit the.
Let's go.
Thank you.
All right, so you're saying something about 4 levels of cringe. I was kind of talking about how cringe is kind of at a certain level, it can be kind of an aesthetic. What's your take on that?
So,
Oh boy.
the way that I realized that over the years, like, just realizing that the amount of cringe that people are starting to like produce or act. So, like,
What's your definition of cringe? I guess might be a good idea.
honestly, my personal definition of it is like the act of something, of the mentality.
Like when you're being performative in a certain way, like you're
Yeah.
being performative about an emotion. Like, oh, I don't feel this emotion, but I feel like if I can be seen as feeling this emotion, it's going to give me some kind of relevancy or something like that.
Exactly. So, like, let's just say the 4 levels that I have in my idea, like going from like there's a serious type of cringe where people just don't know how to perform correctly, one might say, or just doesn't know how to do anything. It just becomes like a awkward cringe
Just
in
pure
society.
uncomfortable.
Exactly. The second type of cringe would probably be like a little bit laid back, but it's just like not giving a single damn or anything like that, that you can just watch the whole world burn from a distance and
I would put these as the wigger cringe, the fake disattached, and just kind of, oh, I'm just trolling, I'm just laughing and all that, but also being internally performative and all that kind of stuff.
Sociopathic type.
Yes, and the first one would be more of like a Christian, maybe a lower like Christian, like a person that thinks like they're above Christian, but they're just as much of a nerd, like a Christian, A-log kind of person.
Yeah.
And the second would be maybe like a.
I mean, it just depends on what kind of Christian you are, because nowadays there's like all different types of Christians, and it's like
Oh no,
you either
you
got
said,
I like the
you said Chris Chan, right?
Yeah,
Chan.
Chris
Chris
Chan,
Chan,
who's
my
also,
bad.
but is that his name is actually Christian Weston Chandler, which is interesting. So it's so it's interesting. Are you familiar with Chris Chan?
No.
You're not familiar, really?
Well, Christian Weston Chandler.
Yeah, you're not.
Have you ever been to 4chan?
Yes.
I believe that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
But
you're
yeah,
good,
look
you're
into
good.
Christian. Look into Christian.
Yeah.
It's not Christian. It's Christian.
That's all I know about it.
It's not just.
There's a little emphasis on the
I go to
name.
the B section.
Yeah, so basically Chris Chan is like he's the most like documented guy on the internet at one point at least. And he's just kind of like a kind of a cringe dude. He came up with his own comic book, his own like there's a lot of like deep lore there, but go on. But I feel like he's, like I said, his cringe is so purified, you know what I mean, that it's almost it transcends cringe and becomes almost aesthetic, like it's almost like a flower that exists, in its own weird way. But go on. So we're at level 3.
Yeah. The level 3 is more of like, I want to say, a personal cringe. Like you're trying to like fit in, but you do it like the most completely different way, that you're just like up into everyone's business, and then you're just like, it's more of like a confused hitting the, like, I don't know how you want to put it.
So
It's like a confusion within yourself, and you just trying to put yourself in.
Yeah, it's more of like a I'm trying to. It's almost like it's a cringe that imposes itself on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it like Eric Andre, right?
All right, I think he's talking more about like maybe somebody that views you as a person that can like maybe move their career along or their social standing and all that. So they're gonna hit you up and try to be friendly or try to be like, "Oh, I'm helping you out. Oh, do you need any help with this? Do you need anything like that?" You know what I mean? In the attempts to, and eventually they become kind of annoying because you're just like, it's not necessarily. Then maybe they're not as altruistic as it might be trying to appear as.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can put it as, but I would say like those 2 examples would be like a working together type of synergy, because one thing can go one way and the other thing can go, and it is like work like a machine or a engine or something like that.
What works that way? The cringe or the?
What are the 2 examples that 2 of you guys just made?
All right.
Like-
Okay. Well, it's I'm a little bit confused, but that's fine. I think maybe we're kind of losing the plot there. So what do you mean? Where I'm talking about people like trying to hit you up to be more altruistic, as more of as an act than genuinely trying to help out, so they can kind of work their way into your scene or whatever your level of, so they can maybe name drop and be like, oh, I know Victor Mendoza, I do this for him, oh, I'm like his whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty cringe. Like I said, I would compare that to the Kill Tony regular.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
anytime it's like, oh, I was on Kill Tony, that's like that's your main credit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a wild one I've noticed is like because it's like, man, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. There's like next thing I was on the Gong Show, you know what I mean? Or America's Got Talent, where it's just like, well, or or American Idol, it's like, well, were you a finalist, or you know what I mean? Or were you the William Hung? All right, so what's level 4? What's that? And are these
4...
are these different necessarily? Are these more shades or archetypes of cringe and less like actual degrees? It sounds like.
Are these different like magic cards?
I meant more like classes, you know, like the rogue, the warrior, the mage,
I'm level 4 cringe.
yeah.
Little
Or like
fuck.
what I'm saying, it's like it sounds more like the way that I would probably describe them less as levels and more as like archetypes. But that just from what I'm getting from you. But go on.
So the fourth archetype or level, however you want to put it as, would probably be the funny cringe.
Like the intentional.
Intentional.
Yes, the intentional. Like you can intentionally be funny in certain situations, but there's also that little boundary that you be, like get way too funny on a certain subject, then it becomes like a little offsetting, a little bit.
Hmm.
In other words, cringeworthy. Because on the devil, I don't want to say this. Being funny is like on a different spectrum, I feel like.
Well, the double-edged
'Cause you-
sword, you can be intentionally cringe funny and unintentionally cringe funny. But it's
Yes.
back at what you're saying, the cringe comedian or the person that is cringe in a way that is funny, whether it's intentional or unintentional. The archetype of the cringe jester.
Yes.
Like what Juan is saying right
What's
now.
Juan saying?
He said, "Don't you dare dismiss
Doesn't
my
like
Kill
it.
Tony credit."
Oh, really? I thought you said all three of you should kiss.
Oh, it says all three of us should kiss. Yeah, that
I
one.
think he just came in saying that though. But
Don't you
the
dare dismiss my
dismissing
Kill
the-
Tony
yeah.
credit.
like being upset about it, and like he's probably gonna cry about it online later and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's gonna make
Can
a
you believe
YouTube.
these guys made fun of me for my Kill Tony credit? And he's gonna have other Kill Tonyers on there, like make him feel better, and that'll be cringe to watch.
He's gonna make a TikTok out of it.
Can you believe they didn't even kiss?
I wanted to make out.
I'm the corner now and just cringe.
They're just jealous they didn't kiss Kill Tony.
Juan's cute though. I like Juan. If Juan was
I like
on this
Juan's
show, I'd kiss
adorable.
Juan.
Juan's adorable.
Juan's awesome.
Kissing Juan would be like kissing like a koala or a,
I feel like it would give
or
you
a
a good luck.
wombat. You know,
Wombat.
Yeah, it would be more bestiality than gay. You know, it'd be like
Which is the topic of our. I'm just kidding.
Yes,
the
bestiality.
topic of
Been
my
sponsored by.
show. Yeah, I was watching a lot of like just like documentaries on YouTube, people that are furries, which is such a weird what internet and furry culture, how it always like seems to intercross either with like video game characters.
Well, they're
or
not gonna
straight
meet it in
up
the
animals.
wild.
At parks,
Here
that's
comes
what
the
they.
death match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that they? Yeah, I don't know. Well, because they're not gonna go outside. Is what you're saying? Yeah.
I've seen furries outside.
Gonna go outside and have a heart attack?
Those are just actual animals.
Yeah.
No, like people in furries like costumes.
What?
Convention.
Well, in
At
San
conventions,
Antonio,
yeah.
well, in San
Conventions,
Antonio,
yeah.
it's more common to have like outwardly public furries. They'll like they wear their little tails and they'll go out in packs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I haven't seen that recently, but when I was downtown a lot, I would see people go out in their little furry packs and they'd have their little tails on and stuff. So it's like kind of like the what is it? The earring on the gay side of the ear, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
like the left side, I think is right,
Yeah.
or the right side.
I think it's
forget.
on the right side.
Right side.
The right, you would know. Like a you walk right in.
Gaced it. Ew.
I'm the king. I'm the king
I
of
bet some of
exposing
these furries
homos.
actually carry like a backpack of like cat like litter with them, and they don't shower worth of nothing. I feel like
One, apparently, oddly enough, both koalas and I both have
Come
chlamydia.
on.
You're also the same height.
Yeah.
So you've heard of furries carrying around litter, or you've actually witnessed this with your eyes on the front lines?
I don't know. It's more of like a
It's like a status symbol.
gut feeling because
It's like I got it on me if I need it. It's better to have it
got
on
that
you.
thing on me.
Yeah.
Thing on me.
Better have it on you and not need it than to need it and not have it on you with the litter situation. I think that's how
You never
can
know when you need to
separate
clean
the
up an
reals.
oil spill.
Yeah.
Hey, funny.
Hey,
They're like in the Great Escape and they're just taking a little litter out of their pocket and like going through their pants. You ever seen the Great Escape? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Fuck. Never mind. There's a scene where they're trying to escape. It's a great escape. They're in Nazi prisoner of war camp, but this is like American camp, so it's all parties and drinking liquor. There's no like Jews around to ruin it. But, start charging and making a bank out of the fucking. That's horrible. But Basically they're making a tunnel, but they got to get rid of the dirt, right? You
Yeah.
just have all this like dirt. It's like, where's this dirt coming from? So what they do is they like have their pockets set up in a way that they have like a little hole, and they can like go walk around the thing and just kind of like drop dirt from their pockets, from the tunnel while they're walking. And I was thinking, I don't know why it makes sense, but the litter box furries and all that, they're having to like dispose of their furry stuff where they're going. It doesn't really make any sense now that I think about it, unless but it made sense in my head. If you guys knew the Great Escape line, and people be like, damn, he's so topical with his movies from
He's on point with his references. Yeah.
almost 60 years ago. That's why I need a Chapo Trap House a group of people over here, or maybe older
Yeah,
folks.
I'm surprised nobody around your neighborhood had chickens.
Around this neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is nice neighborhood. This is like a medical district area.
Yeah.
It's
right.
like, I don't even know what you're trying to get at.
My
Like,
neighbors have chickens.
yeah, but having chickens isn't even like
It's a good sign of being in the ghetto.
No, you know what? That's such a good point. But
True.
it is really a good point, but it's like you're either in a homesteading community or the ghetto. It's that whole wild aspect, the horseshoe theory of having chickens in your your lawn. Yeah, you're either really rich and you have a Jersey cow next to it, you know what I mean, or it's just you're Mexican and they're like the dog that has parvo, you know what I mean? Next to your chickens. It's it's one or the other. And sometimes the Jersey cow is like the same size as the parvo dog. If you have a pit bull. Man, there was some cute. Do you live in an apartment complex?
Yeah.
It's kitten season, right?
Yes.
You've been seeing the kittens? Have you been seeing the kittens?
They're in the roof, bro.
They're in the roof.
Yeah, we're on the 3rd floor and we can hear them.
Do you think those are kittens that are fighting? Because I always think those are squirrels or raccoons.
No, it's kittens.
You think so? Why do you think they're kittens?
I think squirrels sleep at night.
Kittens don't have that much energy to fight like that.
They do when they're by themselves.
Squirrels do sleep at night, so I'm thinking they're probably raccoons then.
Could be coons.
Yeah, probably raccoons, because I don't know if raccoons fight, but they're in the dark. They don't know if it's a raccoon or not. So maybe they can see in the dark because they're raccoons. Fuck, I'm so confused. But dude, remember the apartment right before this apartment that you went to that one before?
Yeah.
Every night, like you're talking about, wild ass fights.
Yeah.
Cat fights.
Star Wars level cat fights. Yeah. You think they're cats too? The fuck? Am I the only one that doesn't think
maybe.
they're
I mean,
cats?
or the
I guess cats are
raccoons. I
nocturnal
mean,
and shit. I mean, but I don't
We
think they're
do get the
kittens.
occasional like
probably
a
do.
good echo, you know?
You hear the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I never heard any like.
None of them speak English, so I know it's like a real bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
I never heard any. I never heard any cats in the walls, but that's interesting. But it is kitten season.
It is kitten season.
It is kitten
Kitten
season.
season.
Hey, do you have a cat?
No. I don't have one, no.
Not yet.
No.
Do they ever like show up close to your house?
Yes.
How
We're on the 3rd floor, and it does twist and turn. But I think our neighbor underneath us is feeding them.
Yeah.
Because
There's always one.
There's always one, and they're always nearby.
Yeah. My next door neighbor is definitely feeding them.
Okay.
I've seen the food outside.
There's evidence.
Yeah.
So
Is it an old lady
Because I'm a
named
cat
Stephanie?
person. What?
Is it an old lady named Stephanie feeding the cats?
Not old lady, but she could be named Stephanie actually. But she's like middle aged, like late 30s, early 40s possibly.
It's hard to tell when they're so lonely.
Yeah. No, but she's never there, so she's probably rich and shit. Whenever like these condos, whenever they're like half filled, it's always like some rich person that has like 2 houses and stuff. This is just their San Antonio house when they're doing business in San Antonio. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But
So he's
what?
a crazy cat lady then.
Nah, well, that's not usually cat ladies live there. They're like entrenched in their house and they have like 13 cats. I think this lady has cats, and she's like a friend to cats, but she's not necessarily a cat lady because it's not that catty yet. But you know what? You know what I'd say? She's probably like a Charmeleon cat lady. She's not Charmander, she's not Charizard of cat lady yet, but yeah, definitely maybe reaching Charmeleon, about to evolve to Charmeleon.
We would say the 2nd level of cringe.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Not because I feel like these are more archetypes. I feel like the 2nd level of cringe is more wiggers. You know what I mean? And then the 1st level of cringe is just the is almost the pure, performative,
It's like
unaware.
the guy that goes on TikTok shirtless and just like, I'm about to go protect the neighborhood or whatever, and like he does like Linkin Park.
No, so first
in.
level cringe, in my opinion, is like you or me trying to do like a promo video for like a show that we're gonna have at like some crappy bar. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's like. Hey, everybody, come out
Here I
and see.
am.
Yeah, everybody, come out and see fucking Joseph. Never met him. Fucking Steven, never heard of him, and fucking
I'll be at the
Jackson.
whatchamacallit, whatever she
Well,
said
maybe
bar, and it's like a dive bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
could see the dartboard in
You're
the
not gonna be able to
background.
hear anything. The people are playing pool in the back, but you're like, "Hey, everybody! It's gonna be it's gonna be the funniest show you ever heard in your life." Oh my god, And I feel like that's first level cringe, and then the second level of cringe is the whole like, fake gang member, fake like the LARPer. The LARPer is second level cringe. I forget what
Like a
third level
wannabe
is.
person?
Yeah, the wannabe. Then third
Wannabe
level, I forget
gangsta.
what that is, but I remember fourth level is the jester. What was your third level again? Do you remember?
It was the oh my goodness.
See, that's how you can tell if somebody has synesthesia or not. Is you gotta ask them. You know what synesthesia is?
I don't remember.
So synesthesia is people that attach emotions or colors to numbers.
Huh.
Right. So like you see a number or whatever, and you see it as like an emotion or a color or whatever, or attach like personify numbers in one of those ways and stuff.
Yeah.
Slight synesthesia. People that have hardcore synesthesia, they only see like a 7 as an orange or a certain shade of orange. They only see a 6 as that. Like that's just how they see it. So when they see numbers, they see colors and all that kind of stuff. So there's certain people that claim to be synesthesiacs or whatever, or have synesthesia and stuff, but they're not like me who really has it. Just like a genius, like kind of teasing. When I was a kid, though, I did have slight synesthesia because I did believe that numbers had emotions and stuff like that. But you grow out of that shit.
It's kind of weird.
It is kind
I
of
just-
weird.
I just
never
remember
heard
what
of
the
that.
third one was.
What?
I just remember what the third archetype was.
Okay, go on.
What is it?
Kanye
It
has
was the one
synesthesia.
that it was getting into trying to be friends or trying to get into like
That's a good
the
one. Yeah,
personal-
the social climber cringe.
Social
Yes.
cyber.
Yeah, the socialite cringer. Yeah,
Kill Tony reference was the third level.
Yeah.
the referencer of Kill Tony.
See, and you're doing it right now. You just have to bring it up every time.
No, that is the
is the
I think
reference.
those are good. I think those are good archetypes. The classic cringe, the performative emotion, the wannabe. The third is the socialite, and then the fourth is the jester. I like these. I think we came up with something today, guys.
Exactly.
Science.
Science.
This is what we call the think tank. All right.
Think tank.
All right. Now let's
I
figure
want to
out.
be the tank.
Let's figure out how we can make it legal that I can have sex with horses. So me and Bob.
You
can
might have
sex
to
with horses.
move.
I think it's
No,
already
I'm
legal.
I'm not. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's what people always say, but no, I'm going to fight for my own country. I'm going to fight for all rights. Yeah.
There
See,
will be
like,
dozens behind me.
I just want to make I want to make a statement right now. All right. I don't want this to be clipped out of context. I want them to take my words right here. I would never have sex with a horse because it's illegal. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's a reason.
There you go.
If it wasn't illegal, it's a different conversation. All right. And that's all I'm going to say on the topic. No further questions.
I mean, a lot of people.
I don't think anybody's
Bang
brave
their
enough to say
furniture.
that. I don't think anybody's brave enough to say that I will not have sex with an animal because it's illegal.
I wouldn't.
I mean, also,
Yeah.
right?
What?
Also,
Also what?
because it's illegal.
It's illegal.
Also because what?
It's illegal.
Also, but I don't get.
It says also it's illegal.
Yeah, it is also what would I mean?
I'm
Also
just-
what?
I'm just that's all I'm gonna say.
What? I'm gonna say. All I'm
also
trying
illegal.
to say is that it's illegal to have sex with an animal. That's why I do not have sex with animals.
That's the only reason.
Well, that's the most important reason. That's what I'm saying is like, what's more
I
important
would
reason?
hate for you to go to jail.
What's
just
the more
because-
important reason? That it's illegal or anything else?
I don't want to see you brokenhearted and behind bars.
Also, because a lot of them be sleeping around and not wearing condoms and shit. So there's a lot of like diseases with these fucking slut horses.
Horses
and
do
stuff.
get around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why they
Have you
call
seen
it.
how fast they can run?
Yeah.
That's why they call it That's why I call it horsing around, right?
Yo,
Hey.
Bob,
Yep.
thank you for waiting to drop that one on us.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Good.
That's good shit.
Yes.
Agreeable
Agreed.
to me.
Yeah.
Politically, it's
Yes.
aligned with my my politics. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of politicians aren't like really trying to tackle this issue that I think affects a lot of people.
The horses.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, just a lot of people that like, it's that, are in jail for unjust,
Yes.
prosecution. Because if the only reason you're in jail is because the thing that you did is illegal, is that a free country?
Depends on what the illegal thing was.
Well, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on freedom of speech. If you're speaking into a horse's butt and your tongue happens to flick its butthole,
I am free to say that I don't want to do that. That's just like out of principle.
I'm just saying.
It's
I'm
not
just
my
saying.
thing,
At
you know
what
I mean?
point does freedom of speech become bestiality when you're speaking into a horse's butt?
The beginning.
What do you mean?
I would say maybe it starts at.
So you're not allowed to yell at a horse's ass?
Becomes
How far away?
becomes-
Oh, so what? So now I'm starting to yell at a horse's butt. I'm over here. I'm sure there's a horse in San Antonio, but what? Because I have my mouth open, I'm fucking a horse all of a sudden.
You're gonna.
When?
You're not gonna do that without fucking it.
I'm just saying. It's just like what I'm
It's
trying to
about
say
your-
is that how close has my face got to be to the horse's butt before all of a sudden I'm a criminal?
Mm.
How many inches do I got to be inside before I fucking had an accident? You know what I mean? It's dark outside. I'm
Yeah.
sleepy.
Yeah.
You ever woken
And
up
you
with
don't
an
wanna wait till
erection
morning?
before?
No, I take care of it immediately.
You never woke. Well, that's what I was trying to do. And then what? I accidentally slip into fucking. I think it's my hand, but it's actually a horse's butt or vagina.
I mean, if it was on accident, I will forgive you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm half asleep.
Yeah. But you're not half chub though. You're all the way.
Because it's a
I'm so
biological
tired
thing.
because of all the blood flow is now in one spot.
No, it's like not even that, dude. I've been fucking up all night seducing this horse. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like fucking.
We're back and forth texting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. You know how hard it is to get a horse to text?
Yeah.
How hard it is to get a horse to open up a fucking bank account to even have a fucking cell phone?
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There's a few with Instagram accounts.
What I'm trying
Yeah.
to say, do you know how much horse Plan B costs? You know how big that shit is? A horse Plan B pill?
No, I
You
can
ever heard of
imagine.
horse-sized pills? That's where it came from. All these people fucking horses having to buy Plan B. Like, man, that's a horse pill. You mean a Plan B pill? Yeah, because you fucked a horse. Okay. Say it without saying it, you know? Say I fucked a horse without saying it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
Not without saying it.
You know, this is the weirdest thing about horses, right? Nothing in the Bible says you can't fuck a horse. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Isn't it? Don't you think God would have got around to saying something about fucking a
When they
horse
couldn't
if he
get
had
rid of-
such an opinion about it?
Yeah.
I
You
think
can't
there's-
eat shellfish. Got it. While fucking a horse. Boom. You're there.
He's not.
Hey, you
wrong.
know what though?
What?
At least if you fuck a donkey, you'll become a jackass as well as be
Whoa!
ass.
Oh!
Yes.
Whoa!
Well, at least you're an.
Gosh. Yo,
Uh,
Mother Mary rode in on a donkey, dog. So I don't even know. Yo, I'm just like, I'm going to take a leak real quick. I'm going to come back.
You made him.
Yep.
That's wild, dog.
Well-
You made the host leave, Jess.
Yeah, I know. You're a real asshole.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I know.
He's not. He's a big asshole.
A bigger asshole.
It's huge.
Because he had sex with an asshole.
It's so weird to see two worlds collide right now.
I know.
Weird to see two worlds collide right now. Jess is a friend from the streaming side, and he's here with you guys.
I got to check his streaming out.
Do it, dude.
All right.
Jess the Crusader on Pornhub.
That's wild, dog. Wild like a horse.
Well, I don't.
Wild like a horse.
Untamed.
Nay. As you say.
Just roam through the fields looking for love in all the wrong places.
I feel like horse Plan B pills called Glue Factory.
What'd they say?
Yeah.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Having sex with horses, running my paces. One day I'm gonna make some goo out of your glue. Ooh. Natural glue comes from a horse penis.
Some of that
and I
sticky
don't
icky.
even mind if it
Stickies to the
gets in my
ickies.
face, on my butt, on my mouth, on my throat.
Bars.
Let me see.
Make a horse.
Did I
semen
turn
out
a
of
horse
glue.
into a glue factory if you catch my drift? That's what I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm trying to say is that you leave me a room with a horse, you know what I mean? And we get the law on our side, you know? I'll make that horse into a man. You know what I mean?
No cars.
Dog.
Cars.
Get rid of vehicles. There'll be
Yep.
more horses.
Shh. That's what I'm saying, dude. The only problem
hate
would
to
be
give you
that
good ideas that would
nobody
help
would
you on
ever
that.
be working because they'd be too busy. Like, dog, I'm on my way to work, but I had to fuck my horse, and they'd be understanding because they'd be like, dog, trust me, I'm not even at work myself. I'm too busy fucking my horse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call
Bring
in.
back the wagons.
yeah. Thank God Alonzo fought for our rights. Thank God he did that bloody revolution. he killed every politician with a guillotine just so he could. He increased taxes but let us fuck our horses. So we have to work constantly. We have to work constantly, and there's no freedom of speech, but we can have sex with the horses, so it's a wash.
You're opening the stables from there, though, man.
Yeah.
Like first it's gonna be horses. What's next? You know what I mean? Someone is going to do the same thing you did.
Yeah.
That would be so funny if Trump just went crazy like that. He would just he started passing laws where we could fuck
Everybody can fuck horses.
Everybody's allowed
No
to
one.
fuck horses.
We're allowed to fuck horses. You can fuck a horse anytime.
This one
you
would
want.
be different. Where, let's say he's doing like this, like he's doing a live stream, and he's like, "I'll go ahead and just make anything a law for donations," and you're just gonna have the worst people, the worst ingrates, just coming into chat and just making it.
Oh,
that would be your opportunity for one. But yeah, did you make it legal to fuck horses?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, because he would have to. Because he's doing. I just heard that he's apparently he's adding another 100% tariff to China, which is such a nice round number. 100. He's like, I like 100.
Damn.
100%, and he's like, and also you can fuck horses. But
That's the dash B.
everybody's just so mad about China that they let us horse fuckers just slide right in,
Every
dude.
cowboy fucked the horse they rode in on. What up, Cameron?
Texas would be the worst too. It would be the worst place about it too. It's like,
Mhm.
We're the best at it.
We're back in the saddle.
yeah, I mean, there would be. I mean, it would definitely be a hub of people wanting to fuck horses and stuff, and it would just be like, it would be all the libertarians, you know.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm not even into horses. I'm just into freedom.
Freedom. To
The only thing that
ride
gets you harder is freedom.
freedom to ride.
I'm gonna have to start a sanctuary.
Ride that dump.
I don't know why. I can't talk about anything in the media because it just exposes all my deep-seated racism and hatred towards just everything. So I just gotta do the classy, safe PC thing and talk about horse fucking.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a smart
That's the
move.
it is a smarter move.
It's good PR.
I know. I just get so annoyed at all these people that just like jumped on the hating, Israel bandwagon all of a sudden. It's like, one genocide, and all of a sudden you guys see the light. All right, that's fine. They killed our God. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't stop them, luckily. But
Either one of them.
man, if you could see Jesus Christ today and you could ask for one special Jesus wish, what would it be?
A selfie.
A selfie?
Yeah.
Dog, that wouldn't convince anybody. They're just gonna think it's like AI or whatever. They're just gonna be like, yeah. Imagine the smell too. Doesn't even know how to bathe yet.
It's either gonna be really good or that. It'll just be like no matter what. It's always like curve. You know what I mean? Like it just always expels like a good smell.
I hate to say it, but I'm just like imagining the flies around Jesus right now. I'm just like
Call my horse Seaman Biscuit from now on.
semen. So what would be your Jesus wish?
Turn fine water into a nice glass of Guinness.
Fine water into a nice glass. Just one?
Just one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you? All right, that's fine.
The best
Why
Guinness
not
ever.
never ending supply?
Why?
I don't know.
You think it would just be so good that he'd make it that
Yeah.
way? He'd want you to get so fucked up.
Well, just one beer, right?
Just one beer.
Yeah.
Come on, God, just one more beer, please.
I know.
You're gonna be
But
calling
it's-
him like a cokehead though.
Yeah.
Like 3 in the morning. Like, look, hey, look, the bar's closed.
I like how Bob
Jesus,
has the
Jesus,
power of
man.
the Lord. Victor has the power of the Lord at his disposal. One wants narcissism, the other one wants gluttony. Very surprising, very surprising.
I'm not.
No.
Me, obviously, I'd ask for a horse.
A legal one.
Yes. I'd
Big
ask
one.
for a horse that was grandfathered in before the horse fucking laws that they repealed after my horrible administration was like violently overthrown.
With AI though, you could if you wanted to.
I make the American flag a horse.
Yes.
Would you paint an American flag on the horse?
Nah, it'd just be a horse.
What
That's what we're fighting for, ladies and gentlemen.
What kind of horse?
That's a great question. A fucking really sexy horse.
Is it a Clydesdale or is it just a regular?
Is that the sexiest horse to you?
I don't know. They just have bigger hooves. That's why.
That's a good point, dude.
Yeah, they do.
It's all about
Oh,
the
so you're a
hoof.
Hang you over
guy.
your bed.
Yeah, you're a
You're
hoof
like-
guy.
you're like,
See,
you
yeah,
got a
I've
hoof
never been a
fetish.
hoof guy myself. I'm more of a tail man, but yeah, it's like, yeah,
The bigger the hooves, you know.
yeah, dude, bigger the hooves, fucking bigger the hoof print is what I always have to
Exactly.
say.
So when you simp for a horse, you pay for their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get them cleaned for them.
Just
Yeah.
hang it on the ceiling, and then right before you go to sleep, that's what you'll be dreaming about.
He's like, I just like being lucky.
I'd be like, hey guys, I know we're all fucking horses, but no ponies. All right, I don't like the optics of it. All right, we need to have some protocol here.
No pony show, baby. Mhm.
And then it's like I'm on Epstein's Island fucking ponies and shit. I'm just like, oh no,
No.
he was the main guy that said we can't fuck ponies because I want all the ponies for myself. That's the trick.
Yeah.
They're of age, Bob. You don't even understand how animals work.
I'm not into ponies.
Okay. Hey, to each his own, boss.
All right.
Yeah. I don't like ponies either. I only do it for political clout.
All right.
That would suck so much, right?
The
Just
entire
like-
thing, yeah.
Yeah, just like having
Sounds
sex with a
uncomfortable for
pony.
both
Yeah.
you and the pony.
Yeah. No, but that would suck where it's just if you did get to like the highest level, you know, and it's like, oh shit, we all gotta be evil all the time. That sucks.
Yeah. I just wanted to make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they do that? I always feel like it would be like the Rider Festival where it's like, you know, you can be like a shitty comedian, but I don't mean like shitty. I mean, obviously like highest level comedian, but you're like a shitbag person, but you know, you just gotta do comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't gotta like, I had a weird ass
Be an
nightmare.
authentic person.
I had a weird ass nightmare, and this is years ago, way before the Rider Festival shit. It was like years ago when I was first like, mine was like blowing up from the Epstein shit, you know?
Yeah.
I had a fucking nightmare of Bill Burr like performing in front of the Illuminati. But no, here's the wildest shit.
Well, good thing he was saved.
No, but there was like an infant baby that was like getting murdered, and Bill Burr like twisted its head off. It was like making jokes about like how the baby's head looked when it was getting its head twisted off and all that. It's like, look at his face; it's all turning blue and shit, all that stuff. And I was like, damn, I wonder if that actually happened. Did I like tap into what actually happened?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Maybe when I was in Saudi
I
Arabia.
was there in the astral plane. I astral projected to that one moment.
See, if only Alex Jones just did that.
Yeah.
Astral projected.
Astro-
What do you think he's doing?
I think he got caught creeping around.
Creeping around. What, he got caught cheating?
No.
Oh, on kids?
No. And like
On
didn't he go to
horses?
one of those festivals on horses? He went to like the Bohemian Grove. He got caught.
Yeah, but that was
That was a long
before he.
time ago.
That's what made his bones. Was him going,
Yeah.
No, straight up. Have you seen that video?
No, I've seen that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Alex Jones like exposing Moloch in the cremation of care ceremony. That was what
Yeah.
made him like the biggest guy.
Yeah.
Because like Bohemian Grove is so like hidden, you know, like on a Mason level.
Yeah.
You ever looked into Mason shit?
Every now and then.
I just
Man.
learned some new shit
Especially
about
around
it.
Christmas.
Really?
I don't know. It just happens.
That's interesting.
Something about the cold weather wants me to get into the deep state.
Well, that's interesting. So apparently, from what I read, and by read I mean watch YouTube video of
That's what I mean too.
they were talking that there's like certain schools of like esoteric knowledge, like the Masons, and they're called
Knowledge schools. Or like school.
knowledge schools, something like that. But they also have like, I don't know if they're knowledge plays or puzzle plays or something like that. But basically, they do these puzzles, or like they do these plays where they reenact something, and then the person that's like being initiated is supposed to solve the play, kind of like an escape room kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what like evolves them to the next level of masonry or whatever, or
You just
these
need critical
different,
thinking skills.
Yeah.
but also it's like they teach you esoteric knowledge through like the books and stuff, like different. So it's like it's like if you know like basic masonry, it's like if they ask you a question, you're supposed to respond in a certain way. There's even like certain handshakes, like when you shake somebody's hand, you put your finger on a certain knuckle or whatever, and then they might ask you like this or that, and then you say the eagle caws 3 times or some shit. You know what I mean? And they're like, but it's more like subtle like word things like that. You know, it's like, oh, let me drop in this one word as opposed to saying another word, and they go, oh, this person's a freaking 2nd degree whatchamacallit, you know? I think it's very interesting. The idea of like having cool ass theatrical, like, oh, I gotta figure out a puzzle to get to the next step. Seems kind of, it appeals to the nerd, which makes me think a lot of like, ever like met Mason people and not like met a giant autistic nerd person.
Seem pretty like normal.
Masons.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're
Bob saying that.
no,
it's like me and all my friends. Yeah.
oh, man, no, I don't know anybody.
We all had Sega Genesises.
We all do. No, my sister's ex-boyfriend was a Mason, I think.
You think?
Yeah, the tattoo. That's why.
Oh, of the Mason shit?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen tribal tattoos on people that aren't even in tribes.
That's a good. See, fucking.
Well, if you have a tattoo with the Freemason sign, I mean, what else can you signal? You just don't. If you're not a Mason, and what would be the purpose, anyways? You know.
Star of Dave's the first tribal tattoo. All right. What were you saying about he got like a tattoo of like the
Freemason sign?
So have you done? But was it the Freemason sign or was it the compass and the
yeah.
Interesting. Did he teach you any secrets?
Nah.
Any deeper knowledge?
I just went to my sister's church.
Just fucked your sister raw and just
their PR answer is that they're trying to bring back the Temple of Solomon.
Yep.
What, the third temple?
The Ways of Solomon or something like that. Yeah, that's usually what they say.
I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
I don't know. I think
it's that is.
It's probably symbolic, to be honest.
Well, yeah, they're not even Masons. They're not building a wall for anything.
But I feel like
or a floor.
If they're talking about the Temple of Solomon, that would have to do more with religion.
Because I mean, the evangelicals want to, because they're fulfilling whatever biblical prophecy is, but the whole Freemason thing, I think it's symbolic.
I feel like Freemason's like anti-religion in a way. But let me see. In Freemasonry, King Solomon's Temple is a foundational allegory and a symbol for the construction of a spiritual temple of character and morality. All right. So they're trying to build Solomon's temple within themselves, which is interesting because are you familiar with Solomon's Key?
Yeah, ish.
Bob?
I'm not.
I heard of it, yeah.
Well, it's one of like the like more famous grimoires and all that. So the story of like Solomon is that he performed a ritual where he was able to like basically enslave the demons of hell to construct his temple, which is why he was able to do it so quickly, and so Solomon's Key like names all the different. That's where you get Stolas from. Is from Solomon's Key. It's where you get a lot of the demons mentioned in modern day stuff like that. Is from the Solomon's Key grimoire. So it's interesting that, like Bob was mentioning, evangelicals and
horses
Horses.
Yeah, and horses and Zionists. Not all of them, I don't think, but like different Zionists that use evangelicals, worship of Jesus, believe that. So basically, the Jews believe that Moshiach can't come back until the third temples is recreated, and I'm pretty sure where the third temple needs to be created is where the Dome of the Rock's at, or the like where the Muslim main temple is at. So and that's like kind of preventing. So they're hoping that they can get destroyed so they can rebuild it. If I'm not mistaken, I could be completely mistaken there. I honestly feel like I am, because whenever I start feeling like I'm making like good sense, But
Have you ever
but
thought about just
basically that
accepting one of those like DMs from somebody on Instagram that are like, "Hey, do you want to join the Illuminati? It's only $500."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
sending money to like, somewhere in Africa?
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever consider it, but the point is that the evangelicals also, but like, have a weird tie to that belief that Jesus can't come back until the third temple is created, because I guess the Christians believe that Jesus was the Moshiach, but Jews don't believe that Jesus is the Moshiach, but they're both trying to bring the Moshiach back, just for like different reasons, but also. Once they bring Jesus back, the whole world's gonna die. They're also
That might be
very.
a pretty good reason to bring him back, though.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, world's ending. Hey, boss.
Like, what's Jesus gonna do about it?
Take us home.
Bring us to the party.
You ever listen to Christopher Hitchens?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like interesting ideas about like Christianity's idea of heaven and stuff like that. But even not that. It's just like, I don't know, what would home be like? Do you believe in the idea of heaven, where it's like heaven's like earth?
Yeah, the New Jerusalem.
So it's just like the Middle East.
It might be.
Suck.
I don't know, man. The food's not bad.
I don't
I love
know.
hummus. Yeah.
You like hummus?
Yeah.
What if that was all you could ever eat?
With pita and some. That's
He's all,
fine as fuck.
I need my carbs.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what Bob Dell's second Jesus wish would be: some pita up in this bitch.
Pita up in this bitch. Yeah.
Guys, the
I wouldn't
hummus
say
is
no to
great.
some pita right now.
I love pita.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that the idea of like us comprehending heaven really makes any sense. You know what I mean?
No.
When all they say is that like, his
You can speculate. You can
Yeah.
you can come up with ideas and get yourself excited.
You ever know mushrooms?
Have I been on mushrooms?
Yeah.
Or have I heard of them?
You ever been on mushrooms? Done
Yeah.
psychedelic mushrooms? How about you, Bob?
But
Psychedelic mushrooms.
yeah.
Psilocybin
Yeah, yeah.
mushrooms. Yeah. So you ever experienced what they refer to as ego death? Where it's like you feel like you're at one with the universe, kind of the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like I feel like that's probably closer to like what heaven would be, where because they talk about like when you die, apparently like your brain shuts off in the same way that it happens with like psychedelic mushrooms. Apparently, like your ego kind of shuts off in the same way that happens when you take, the mushrooms, which gives you the feeling of an ego death. So I would kind of think that, like, if we did die and go to heaven, we probably wouldn't even perceive the idea of like needing to, like, I guess interact with anybody else, because we'd feel
That's
so.
a shame though, because all that
isolated.
hard work and you're gonna end up with no horses.
No horses to fuck.
I
Dude.
think I would feel already attached to the horse. That's what I'm saying. It's like I would be constantly fucking them and they'd be fucking me through cosmic web of, energy.
Web.
Yes, the web.
Yeah. Well, like you believe in the ecosystem, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But do you believe in a spiritual ecosystem?
Possibly. I don't know.
So have you ever looked into Saturn worshippers?
Yes. Yes,
Right.
I have the black box, all that.
The
yeah.
black box. So
Yeah.
do you know where the black box concept comes from? Or
I mean,
so
I don't
I think
remember
we've-
it, but it was like a video I saw recently that was talking about it again.
have you
It
seen
was up like every 3 years, right?
the magnetic storm on Saturn?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like an octagon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or hexagon.
Or yeah, there you go.
Talk about
Yeah.
that.
So have you heard of that?
The octagon.
I'm talking about the
Yes.
homie on the phone, Angel. Or
I
what's his
can't
name?
say I have, to be
Look it
honest
up.
with you.
Look up Saturn's electrical storm. I think it's what you said. It's a pentagon or a hexagon?
It's a hexagon.
Hexagon. All right, so look at the hexagon. And what's really fascinating about that is that it was only recently that we're able to prove that Saturn had that black box on there, right?
Yeah,
But a lot of these religions have like worship Saturn in one way or another with this kind of like black box entwined into it. So if you look at, I don't like I said, I don't know if it's dome with a rock or but where's Mecca. If you look at Mecca, it's a big black box,
yeah.
and it's surrounded by people that constantly circle it, and it looks like the rings of Saturn.
Well, people have tied how we celebrate Christmas today to one of their like holidays, the pagan holiday for
The Saturnarians.
Yeah, it's,
Tell me about that in just a second. Because also, if you look at the cross, if you break down a box, it looks like an unfolded cross.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And also, the Jews have this like thing where they have like a black box.
Blood box.
Yeah, on their head that they pray with. So what's the Saturnarians Christian connection, or Christmas connection?
I think.
Let me see if I can pull up.
So Saturnalia is what they do is they're bringing a lot of their plant. Like, let's just say you have trees and you have a garden up front that's sustaining your life throughout. You're bringing them inside for the winter, and you do it as a family, which is why they do it as a holiday. And that was something that was widely known that Saturnalia was for.
Was
Everything
bringing
else,
in
they either
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia, and what it was bringing plants and livestock.
Bringing trees back in, which is why you have a tree inside for Christmas.
It was a celebration of the end.
Oh,
It was a celebration of the end of the harvest, of a good harvest.
interesting. I like that.
It was also winter solstice, so yeah.
Saturn storm hexagon.
Yeah,
there.
I just found it, and it looks
Isn't that wild?
interesting. It almost looks like a hurricane, but in a
What's-
hexagon shape.
Well, yeah, it's a magnetic storm that just constantly stays there. But look into when they discovered this, and it's really interesting because it's very recent that they had these actual photos that could prove this weird black box on the top of Saturn, even though there's been like, let me see. I'm trying to play this for the audience. Let me see if I can pull it over there. Let me take down space. Because I know I've done this before, but just for anybody that's watching it for the first time, this blew my freaking mind when I first saw it. And this is a picture of the top of Saturn. It's supposed to be at like the North Pole of Saturn too, if I'm not mistaken. But it's very interesting. So have you heard of the? Go on.
Question: with the magnetic field, is that creating like the polar effect that's happening in that area?
Yeah, so I don't know what they theorize creates that. I think, but it's like separate magnetic poles. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that create that storm that happens in the center. So I'm not positive if it's one pole or like several different ones and what that's based off of necessarily. So what I've heard is just from like esoteric YouTube videos and stuff is that that's like a soul prison, which is interesting because it kind of goes back to Scientology, believing in thetans being controlled on Earth. What actually is really fucking fascinating is that have you ever heard of Zoroastrianism?
No.
So look into Zoroastrianism, which is a really fascinating religion because it actually is, quote unquote, the oldest religion with a monotheistic God, right? So Sumerianism might be like some of the old. Go on.
No, Zoroastrianism is like, they also believe in this dualist idea of like the good God and there's a bad
Yeah.
God, which is like concept of God and Satan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was the first one to do that with a monotheistic one good God, and then with a monotheistic like devil character.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is what I heard recently, which I had not heard before. So with a grain of salt, is that basically the Zoroastrian main god, I forget what the fuck his name is, but he
Jeff.
can like see everything. What's his name?
Jeff. With a G.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I have
Capital G.
Victor on the show. Of course, because he's a god. And so he created the world to trick the other god into thinking that he cared about the world, so he could have the battle with them in this earth that we live in, as opposed to the actual universe that controls the world. So he's almost entrapped him in this prison of constant battle, because he could oversee, the fact that, if I don't, do that, he might fuck up my other shit, which is very interesting. Like I said, where the idea that the earth is created for Satan to kind of keep him in line and prevent him from fucking up God's other universal plans and all that, which again, like I said, comes from Zoroastrianism. I don't know if it's actually explored in Judaism, but it's interesting that it comes back in Scientology, where you take I don't know if you're familiar with Scientology or anything like that. Yeah. So Scientology, Xenu takes a lot of these alien prisoners and then makes Earth an alien prison for them, and puts their souls in like volcanoes, I think. And then once their physical forms burned away, their souls rise to the top. But then Xenu creates a bunch of these like satellite kind of things to prevent the souls from leaving Earth. But we could think about this: different planets as being satellites, which is what they're called. So I'm not even trying to get into a Ron Hubbard's thing, but I've heard the theory that Saturn it works as that kind of satellite to keep souls on Earth, or work as a kind of a soul prison. Or if once you exit the physical realm, your soul goes to Saturn and then comes back down, in one way or another. Is these theories I've heard is what people worship. But I'm not sure if that's even, when things get so esoteric and, watered down, it's kind of hard to figure out what they actually worship or believe. But I like the idea of that to an extent, where it's just that we can never leave Earth. There is no actual heaven or necessarily hell. We're created as almost not necessarily NPCs, but some kind of node of the Earth that experiences these things to trap other things, for whatever God's reason. The idea of God having a benevolent purpose for the life on Earth seems like a idea that I don't even think anybody really has, because even like there's certain like offshoots of Christianity, not Christian scientists, but like people that believe like, oh, all religions, whatever, God's love and stuff like that, which actually kind of seem non-denominational churches, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you actually look at like the written word of all these different religions, there's a very cut and dry, oh, this is right and this is wrong and this is where you're gonna freaking go, and this is so it kind of is weird that humanity seems to have almost evolved past the benefits of religion on a civilization scale to their own like comfort. You know what I mean? Like it's more comfortable to ignore spirituality and religion, because it has less involvement, or like less involvement in your day-to-day life, but also the idea of keeping up with those tenets prevents you from living the most comfortable life, kind of thing.
Right.
So it is interesting to think that, but you can also look at the world and look at all this mental illness, poverty, things like that.
I could also argue that is the devil's work, getting us to stray away from the evil. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, when people are the most religious and the most like, oh, we should kill anything that's anti-God, we're also in the most dark ages of the time too. So it's like it's the fine line.
Less mass murder.
Yeah, well, there's a fine line of like where you look at Germany. You know what I mean? They're almost like focused entirely on industrial progress, versus a community like maybe the Pilgrims that who are focused very primarily on religious, understanding. But it's weird that it's weird how the Pilgrims basically created America, but the people that then took over America were not Pilgrims. Our founding fathers were Pilgrims, and they weren't the ones that tilled the land. It's almost like these religious offshoots, or these religious ideas are so powerful to almost override the idea of the human condition's feeling for comfort,
Yeah.
where they think that suffering, has such a benefit to it on not just a agricultural level, which we needed, but some
Mhm.
kind of spiritual level. So you wonder, it's like, is that an evolutionary thing? The way that that religion and humanity has kind of intertwined to, create sufferers for a greater good,
Mhm.
but because if you look at, like I said, a lot of religions and stuff, especially in a lot of these countries that are more like less monotheistic with more gods and stuff, it's more like, oh, how to be more in tune with nature, how to be
Yeah.
in tune,
Yeah.
and then nature is not as separated from society as it is in, I feel, America.
Right.
I feel like we almost are at war with nature as opposed to in symbiosis with nature, like they are in like Japan, and I can't think of a lot of other countries,
China.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like Japan's a good
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
example, but probably one of the only ones. No, Netherlands maybe, but like it's maybe easier in the Netherlands than that. There's not a lot of nature to fucking be in tune with. You know what I mean? It kind of narrows it down.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of their folklore where there is a lot of like woods. Like it used to be a beautiful green area.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's like I was saying, it's very interesting to think about. So where does religion come into play versus where does religion benefit society versus when does religion detriment society? And can it really be a black or white thing? It's I guess it kind of depends on the religion, it depends on the society, it depends on the time and date, kind of thing. But it's also interesting how it's evolved with humanity since, I guess the written word. It almost feels like the written word was first for like receipts and then for like religious things. It's weird.
Mm.
I mean, the written word, there are parts of it that are written by like it's written like historian level information. Like pretty much every book from the apostles was historian level. And then I want to say it was John. No, I'm trying to think of the name. But one of them were like an actual historian. So you would see his names like, saying who was king at the time so that when you read this you can reference back to the time that it was happening. Like he was a that kind of historian. There's parts of the Bible that are written like that. They're written in that manner. And then you have, a lot of like especially like the Old Testament where it's kind of written as a tale and is more of a I don't know, a retrospective in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't even necessarily think I understand the Bible as well as people that are anti-religious understand the Bible, because the more that I look into it, obviously, it's like, oh, okay, well, this was written, hundreds of years after, whenever Jesus said this. So what I thought was really interesting is I watched a video recently about why there's not a lot of records of Jesus' teen years, which I thought was really interesting. But what made sense was like, who would be focused on this guy before he was actually doing Jesus shit? You know what I mean? It's like, so what they say is that there was like a lot of retconning that happened because after Jesus became so popular, people had those questions, and as opposed to just being like, realistic, like
There was people aware of the birth of good old baby Jesus.
Well, so do you know that the wise men, the three magi's were actually believed to be Zoroastrians?
Nah.
Yeah, they're because the magi, that's what they were like called back in the day. The Zoroastrians are called like magi or whatever.
I did recently hear something what was it? That they were all the gold and all that stuff that came from King David. King David's treasures. And all of that was used to get them through, to get Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus through certain things like, like safe passage through certain ways and, helping them pretty much get away from people that were hunting down. Because there was people that were aware of it. So all of that happened over the course of several hundred years to get baby Jesus safely through.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how much of that. That I'm saying is like it's very interesting because, like I said, the idea that Jesus was born during when it said it was, during December and stuff is like inaccurate because it would be too cold for the wise men to even travel through the desert at that time. So says the Boondocks. This is where I learned that. Where it says that the winters are too cold for people to traverse, which would make sense. We live in a desert, we know what it's like when it's cold in a desert. But as I'm saying, it's very interesting when it comes to the whole Jesus story because, like I said, a lot of it was retconned because, like I said, I don't think it's what shouldn't be argued is that there was a guy named Jesus back in the day that caused a lot of trouble for the fucking Jews at the time, and the Romans did record it. That's where the best record keeping comes from. It's like the Romans and stuff, and they did acknowledge.
They won the wars back then.
For the best I understanding, they did acknowledge a guy named Jesus at that time.
They even did.
And so,
welcome back.
Welcome back.
I thought the three wise men were angels in disguise.
Well, like look it up. Look up at them being Zoroastrians. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of retconning that happens with the whole Jesus story because, again, it would make sense if during December, like who could survive there would be three angels probably. Maybe that's the retconning there. But the idea that they added onto Jesus's childhood, almost like Phantom Menace kind of prequel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That like was only created because of the popularity of Jesus after
And who wouldn't want to see a young Jesus racing people?
Yeah, or just to
across the desert?
explain certain certain hypocrisies, I guess, like makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was just kind of interesting, the idea that there is no record of Jesus before he became Jesus, because like why would there be? There would be no record of like, it'd be like if Bob Dell became the greatest comedian, you know what I mean? Like next year, there's not necessarily like people are like, oh, what about when Bob Dell was 5? It's like, well, nobody would be thinking, we need to take videos of Bob Dell as young as possible because he's going to be the next,
Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The next JC, the next
JC of
BD.
comedy.
You think you can handle it?
Miracles, huh?
You think you can handle it?
Probably not.
No.
No.
That's what I love about Bob. He's so honest.
I'll cheer for you though, if you get that. You should apply.
Bumperabus. Yeah, I'd be like, let Bob Dell go up Bumperabus, because usually they would have said Bump Jesus. They said, you want to let Barabbas, a rapist, go up first and do 5 minutes of comedy? I'd be like, no. Bump Barabbas, let Bob Dell Jesus go. Bump
Let him just do
Barabbas.
10.
And that's when they crucify me on stage.
Yeah, that's when Jeff comes out and he washes his hands. He's like, I wash my hands of the open mic list at LOL Comedy.
Jeff's not there anymore, right?
Is he not?
No.
No, that sucks. I can only do a British accent when I'm doing Jeff. Alonzo.
Oh, that's what you mean by doing
Alonzo, yeah. I'm doing Jeff.
It sounded like an Australian accent, to be honest. He's like,
You know what?
Lindsay.
Okay, well, maybe he's Australian. It's not my fault.
Well, he's British, but
okay, well, then I'm doing a British accent.
Okay.
I'm doing a 1-for-1 Jeff accent.
All right.
Alonzo. That's Jeff in a nutshell, in a fucking time box, in a fucking time capsule.
Is that all he says to you? Alonzo.
Alonzo. Do you think I should bump Barabbas?
Barabbas, yes. Yes, of course, you should.
If he's not at LOL anymore, then what's the point of even going to LOL?
The friendships?
I guess. Have you been to LOL recently?
I performed there last Sunday.
Oh, nice.
It was a quick show. It was the Loteria show.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't been to LOL in years. I was realizing that.
I've been for months, man.
And before that, it was like 2 years for me.
So last time I went to the open mic was like around May, I think. So it's been a while.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's been years. I'm trying to think of the last time I went there, but I think it was Raul's revolver thing. So I always get nervous because I always want to like impress Raul, and then inside I don't like do. Like I always like try to play it safe, you know,
Yeah.
No.
which doesn't like necessarily work.
Bob, no,
because-
he lives on the edge.
What?
Bob, you live on the edge?
I don't know.
Oh. You never get nervous?
Nah, not really.
Hmm.
I don't.
He's been doing it longer than all of us.
It's true.
Well, I think you've been doing it 1 year more than for me, right?
No, you've been doing it longer than me. I
Yeah.
started in 2011.
I started in 2012.
No, really?
Yeah.
That's wild. Call me Unc.
Hmm.
Call me Uncle Alonzo.
Uncle
Or Theo.
Lonzo. Uncle Lonzo.
Nice. All right, hand me that blunt. I'm about to end this show. I want to go out smoking. All right, so what we're gonna talk about? Oh, I had this one thing on Reddit. Let me pull this shit up on Reddit. What was it? Oh yeah, I was laughing really hard at it, and I told you I was gonna save it for the show.
Oh boy.
Pull it up. Well, it wasn't the other one. Oh my god, I felt bad. I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't pull this up because I was laughing, but it was like one of the most horrible stories ever. It
Yeah.
was about the French lady getting raped by like 40 guys, 50 guys. It was 50 guys.
Not
What?
one horse.
Not one horse involved.
No horse involved, right?
Not one horse.
Shit.
I'm gonna take my horse to this
No.
little French hoe. I'm gonna have a
Ride
husband,
her
so she
down.
don't know my name. Let me see. We got-
Ride her down then.
All right. So okay, how about this one? I got this one real quick. Gosh dang it!
I fuck a horse on the left, horse on the right.
Broke horses to the left, rich horses to the right. All right. Woman killed outside Dallas PetSmart after argument over not saying thank you.
What?
What?
For
One
not
more
saying
time.
thank you.
Woman killed outside Dallas PetSmart after argument over not saying thank you. So I was already had an idea of what this was going to be about. I want to hear what you guys think it's about.
Maybe she did wrong to her dog. I don't know.
I assumed it was because somebody held the door open and didn't say thank you. It turns out that was exactly what the fuck happened.
That's it?
No, yeah, I guess so. Let me see. On arrest affidavit for shooting outside a PetSmart store
Fucked
in
up.
Dallas on Tuesday reveals the situation. Oh, yes, of course it's fucked up, Bob.
Yeah.
It reveals the situation started when the victim opened the door for the suspect, and the suspect didn't thank her, according to a witness. According to Dallas police, the shooting happened at 1 p.m. at the 3500 block of West Wheatland in the southeast Oak Cliff area of Dallas. The victim, identified as 41-year-old Cecilia Thomas, was shot multiple times. She was taken to the hospital where she died. That's sad. Police arrived at the crime scene and spoke with witnesses and obtained surveillance videos. Oh, shit. Sorry, this is like, this is actually really, 1 second.
This took a turn.
What is the
Oh, we're going down the
mugshot?
rabbit hole.
The mugshot's pretty ridiculous.
What the fuck?
She's giving all attitude, like,
So heartbroken.
she's
Yeah,
using
what's
her
up?
face.
I'll do it again. And I won't
I don't give a
apologize
fuck,
about it.
dude.
And I'll never say sorry.
I'll never ever say sorry.
All right, so the victim held the door open for the suspect, now identified as 22-year-old Zanoya Zachuya Hampton. That's a Trump written right for.
Choya Hampton.
That's a headline written for Trump, if I ever heard one. The victim, Simpson, became upset because Hampton did not thank her for holding the door. Have you guys ever had that happen to you? Do you guys ever hold the door open for somebody and then they just walk in like they just are entitled to it?
Yes.
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 Doesn't it piss you off?
Hell yeah.
Pisses me right the fuck off.
Not enough to commit murder.
She didn't commit murder. The person that she held the door open murdered her, I think. Let me see. Simpson and her daughter went into the store and told employees they were being followed by Hampton. Okay, so basically, the victim, Simpson, became upset because Hampton did not thank her for holding the door. So Simpson was the victim. She held the door open for Hampton. That's when Simpson and Hampton started arguing. Simpson and her daughter walked to their car and drove to PetSmart. The affidavit said Hampton walks towards PetSmart. Simpson and her daughter went into the store and told employees they were being followed by Hampton. Where the fuck were they beforehand? At Five and Below? Holy shit. So basically, she held the door open for him at Five and Below, and she didn't thank her. So she got probably smart with her and said like, ungrateful bitch or some shit like that, you know. And she's like, what'd you say, bitch? What'd you say to me, motherfucker? And all that. And so they left and they drove over to PetSmart like little bitches, because apparently PetSmart has like was gonna hold them down with the puppies and all that. And it's like send the guard dogs out on her. Simpson and her daughter, actually, I shouldn't be making fun of the people that died. That's sad. Simpson and her daughter went into the store and told employees they were being followed by Hampton. Hampton then entered the store and started arguing with Simpson's daughter. Ooh. Hampton then left the store and returned several minutes later. Simpson and Hampton then started arguing, and they were asked to leave by the store employees. While in the parking lot, Simpson and her daughter were getting into their vehicle when Hampton allegedly threw a drink bottle at the vehicle. Ooh.
What?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so basically, if I'm getting this right, Simpson, let me see. So Simpson. Sorry guys, I don't want
to talk to Simpson.
I want to talk to Samson. Fly me to PetSmart and back. Got a bag of the food and I'm gifted. $40 on that Hill Farms. And my kitty lifted.
Look at this mugshot.
Yeah, the other one was a little bit more like.
It was funnier.
It was
See,
fun.
I should have played it on the show. See, Simpson went to the store. All right. The victim Simpson.
20 years old daughter told police.
Simpson and her daughter were getting into their vehicle when Hampton threw a drink bottle at their vehicle. I'm guessing it was a glass drink bottle. I don't know. They should have mentioned that. Simpson walked to Hampton and continued to argue when it turned into a physical fight. The daughter told police Simpson struck Hampton several times while yelling at her to leave her alone. So Simpson, I'm pretty sure was a victim, started beating up Hampton several times, telling her to leave her alone. Which is pretty funny. It was a pretty funny thing to do, is to beat somebody else and to tell them to like stop hitting yourself, kind of thing. The daughter stepped away from the fight, and that is when Hampton allegedly took out a black and silver handgun and fired 3 shots at Simpson. Simpson was shot and fell to the ground. Makes sense. Surveillance video shows Hampton driving away from the location in a black Ford 500. Dallas police went to the registered driver's license. All right. They received a cell phone video of the shooting. Let me see. Interesting. The reason I thought it was funny is because somebody got shot over getting in an argument about not letting the door open for them. Which is so wild because it's like it's such a funny thing to get into an argument about being like polite. You know, it's just like, motherfucking bitch, I was so polite. I opened the door for you, you ungrateful bitch. You know, it's just like takes all the goodness out of the move.
Pulls the gun like, you should have said thank you. Should have said thank you, man.
Yeah, like if Jesus was like, I just turned water into wine, bitches. What the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Doors at PetSmart?
What?
Isn't it automatic doors?
At PetSmart? Yeah, well, she followed him into PetSmart and all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sliding doors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the automatic ones.
Yeah.
What are you trying to get at?
Why would you kill somebody over not holding open a
It was the 5 and Below. She followed him to the PetSmart. So
okay.
yeah, so the 5 and Below. She was holding the door open for the for Hampton, right? And then Simpson, I guess, said some slick shit to Hampton, and they got into an argument at the 5 and Below. So her and her daughter got into the car and went to PetSmart, where they told the employees that they were being followed by Simpson.
Man, I always
No,
feel like I'm
Hampton,
gonna die if I go to
Hampton.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is interesting. I don't know. What do you think about Dallas, Bob?
I never think anything about
I don't
Dallas.
think about Dallas. That's the right answer. That's the best
I don't
thing
like
I've ever heard in my life.
I'm not a fan of Dallas. I'm sorry,
I
man.
don't like Dallas or Houston. I feel like it's got too much demon shit going on over there.
I think Houston's a bit better.
I think Houston's worse.
Really?
Well,
You
Houston.
You think you can do a lean addiction for a couple years?
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Probably not.
I could probably do like a month.
Yeah,
I
I
can
could try.
afford a lean addiction.
I could try a little bit of. I could try a little bit of lean. You
Afford
know.
a lean addiction and shit.
I could try.
He could blow his fucking savings on a lean addiction. Bob could. You know, we could get him to buy us lean, but that's not gonna. Also, you know, I'm gonna hear a good cough. I'm gonna hear a good cough, Bob. Yeah, we're gonna go to all the little family pharmacies and we're getting all the lean. Yeah,
I'm not
See,
getting addicted
Bob's-
to lean, but
yeah, but we're we're gonna sell it to the fiends
yeah, exactly.
like fucking Vic over here.
Yeah,
Fucking
he
month
needs
long
that
fiend.
lean.
Yeah, dog. We're gonna make so much money off you.
Yeah,
Dog. You're
You
like
mean
a
for me,
trick.
right?
Yeah, dog. You're like a fiend. What?
fiend.
So much money for me.
What? No, we're making the money.
Yeah,
Yeah, but how are you gonna give me the lean?
We're selling it to you at an exorbitant rate.
I don't have that kind of
lean the green.
You got that kind of money, dog. You're gonna work that corner.
for lean.
For-
I'm not gonna be that good.
Call you Pony Boy.
Pony boy,
Pony Boy.
pony boy.
You're gonna have a lot. You're gonna end up working customer service.
Dog.
Just like me.
I have that level on me. I'm like, okay, so you haven't reached. I'm trying to think of how would the customer service be for not being able to fuck Victor Mendoza. I'm trying to think. It's like, is the beard not making you come on your balls? All right, what you're gonna want to do is squeeze his cheeks together so the lips pop out. Have you done that yet? All right, good.
Have you tried turning him on and turning
Exactly
him
what I'm
off?
about to say.
Mm.
Have you tried to pull the butt plug in and put it back in? Take it off and put it back in?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Do you have your manual?
Have you called him by his Japanese name?
Yoshimoto.
Dude, how'd you know?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of a Japanese
That
word.
was so quick.
I don't know.
It's almost racist.
A little bit.
I'll think about one Japanese word I can think of. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to end the show. So we have our streamer friend. What's your streaming platform called?
Just a Crusader.
All right. Hopefully, you call him in down the line. We got Victor Mendoza. What do you got to plug, my man?
I'll be in San Marcos next Saturday.
San Marcos. There you go. 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me play this real quick.
That song never
I
ends.
dance, I dance, I dance around a Mexican hat. I dance, I dance, I dance. All right, there we
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that shit. I also got some other shit in the pipe. What race do you want me to make fun of?
Well, I guess Japanese. You have a button for that?
Japanese. Oh. Yeah.
There we go.
That's it. Yo. Yeah.
That yell makes it so much worse.
That was
I love it.
that was like a
It went from
magic trick I
tradition
set
to
you up
racism.
for there.
No,
dog.
that's the.
What I did is
symbol.
I planted the seed of him like
Yo.
it's like when I say like, oh, pick any card, but I already know the cards you're gonna pick.
Right.
Yeah, dog. I'm making you play with the cards that I deal.
Do Indian.
It's one of the laws of Alonzo Power.
Do Indian?
Do Indian. Yeah.
Motherfucker, I didn't have that set up. I didn't mention
I'm sorry. I was-
You're ruining the magic. He's the worst. Like he's the worst assistant.
I'm
Cutter
sorry.
Again. Cutter and fourths. Like wait,
Oh,
motherfucker,
no.
I don't have the thing set up for that.
Here, let me look at I'll look for the venue here in a minute. In the meantime, I mean, I know we see people here.
What do you got to set up? What do you got to plug, Bob?
Follow me on Instagram, Bob BD22.
What do you post on Instagram? I wouldn't mean to call you out. You gotta like let people know.
Comedy.
Yeah, but he also post. You also be posting the spots to be at.
Oh, I'm gonna be at Dakota High's house.
No, but I mean, you also, dude, if you watch Bob's fucking his Instagram story, he's always at the happening spots before they're popping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're always at like every club that's like, oh, this club got shut down. Bob's always there, like last year.
I haven't been there. I haven't been to any clubs in a while, but
You know what I mean, like bars and shit. You're at that one fucking. What was the one on St. Mary's that just got shut down? Book club or some shit.
oh, the Libro stuff.
Yeah, you were there all the time.
I don't know. Not really.
Selling
He was
blow
trying
in
to
the
hook up
bathroom.
with a goth mommy.
Yeah, dog.
I'm trying to hook up with the goth mommy. I mean, no, man.
Dog, we can do that for you.
Please
We
do
have the
that.
technology.
Please do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you have a picture of Guinness on you.
How goth do they gotta be? That's a good question.
Like witchcraft or just
You
aesthetic?
want a big titty goth mommy? Can they have small titties? Do they
No,
gotta
the-
have the biggies?
It's
The
big. No,
biggies.
yeah.
What?
There's no such thing as a small thing.
Yeah, no, you ruin it.
That's a good point. Yeah, mommy's gotta have the
Big titty
milkers.
mommy.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good
mommy,
point.
exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
dog.
tattooed goth mommies are the way to go.
What the fuck?
What?
Tattooed goth mommies are the way.
Oh yeah, that too. You know.
Unfortunately, Mila couldn't make it today, so
Yeah, I know.
Thank God. Thank God we can speak freely about her race.
Being South African.
Yeah, her race of that'd be funny if like Mila came from an island of just women that were like that. So much easier for the world.
Pennsylvania.
just
Yeah.
a bunch of women
If we could
ignoring
just
their
breed, if we could just
Instagram
breed
DMs.
Milas, yeah,
Yeah.
as opposed to like creating all the content that they have to consume.
Juan, I'll be at Kissing Tree.
Kissing. What the fuck? That doesn't sound right.
I'll be at the Kissing Tree next Saturday if
That
you want
sounds
to
like
meet
a
me there.
gay. That sounds like a gay bar.
It might be, but they pay well.
They better, dude. The Kissing Tree. Are you gonna be there, Fred? Magical.
No.
Who,
Well,
you
as far as
do
I
a
know,
solo
no.
show?
I just was asked to do time there.
Think you get Fred on the show?
Can I get for? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he'd be down?
I don't know. Does he hate you?
He hates Bob Jenkins.
No, not as much.
I don't think he should. I don't know even they had a beef. I think it was like because Bob was black and Asian.
No, I would have heard him mention those two parts.
You mentioned this. Oh, I remember.
If it's a
No, I
race
remember
thing, he
now, I
would hate
remember
you
now.
more for being white.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You know what? I wish I had a white sound effect. No, there we go. 1 second. There we go. Fucking no. So you think you get him on the show? You want to come back?
I would love to. I don't know if I can't guarantee Fred, but
Gotta guarantee Fred.
sorry.
Dog, I need the magical experience.
Can't speak for him.
All
Yeah.
right, I respect that. That's what happened with fucking me and Bob. Remember how Juan sent us? He wanted us to do a comedy show.
Yes.
That was weird, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, this lady wants you to do a comedy show. I'm asking on her behalf. You know?
What?
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
Here's the weirdest shit. I actually got it. I got that message even earlier.
What?
And yeah, because they're like, oh, there's this thing where like people got to do duos or some shit like that. And it was like, you and Bob would be perfect for it. And I was just like, I can't tell Bob what to do.
Yeah.
You have
That's.
to ask Bob. You have to ask Bob about that, you know?
I don't know.
And, he's like, I thought you guys were best friends. I'm like, I mean, we're business associates, you know?
Yeah. We're partners, but not
Yeah,
like
fucking,
best friends. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, you gotta hit him up about that. So it was very interesting. Then they
Out
hit
of
us up.
respect too. You're not his handler.
Yeah.
Exactly, and also
signed
it's like,
Exactly.
and
to
also
do that.
not only not his handler, but it's like, why are you asking me on like a third degree ask? It's like,
Yeah, really.
if they want us so bad, you know what I mean? First off, here's
Yeah.
the thing: we don't do a fucking act together.
No,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
It's like we do solo stand up comedy. We don't
Yeah,
have a fucking
exactly.
thing. So it's like, oh, dude, it's like. Okay, so it felt like they're setting us up for a fucking a bashing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whether it is or not, it's like it'll be our own personal bashing. It's like there's no are you gonna pay us to go to do an act we've never done before and to then do that? And then also you can't even ask us yourself. You
Yeah.
gotta get 2 other people to ask us. That would just felt very like and here's the thing. I mean, we all know that me and Bob are the hottest comedians in San Antonio. I mean, that's
Damn
not,
right.
Aesthetically.
yeah, I mean, there's no question that when we hit the stage, it gets enraged.
She makes it sound like it's improv.
It was just weird because like I said, it's like, what would be the show? It's like, what you guys already do? And it's like, what do you mean, like a fucking podcast 20 people watch? Like, what are you talking?
I know, really.
Like, wow,
audience
this show that's lighting the internet on fire. You guys do that on stage, you know? And then we have fucking and you don't get paid, you know? And then it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
It was cool though.
It's unlike when I was doing Fourth Wall, like I'm not doing that without Fred.
Yeah.
Like if someone's asking me to go do a, let's just say 30 minutes of crowd work show for whatever it is, I'll do that. But if it's more time than that, then I'm bringing Fred.
Yeah.
Just how it has to go. That's different. That would be the different example of that.
And they book you and Fred for a crowd work show for the podcast.
For the podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some crowd over there.
We could.
You want to do that?
I mean, dude, the smaller rooms help.
Yeah.
This would be the smallest room you guys ever played. Second smallest room.
Not the least amount of people.
Yeah. We could just fit 20 people in this whole thing.
Try doing a crowd work show only with like.
How are those? Because here's the thing. I've been trying. It's weird. I didn't realize how much fun crowd work was until I did the heckle room.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach Myers had me do the heckle room, and I didn't realize how. Also, do you sit down when you do?
I do, yeah.
Dude, it's so much easier when you sit down. When you're like, because you can like listen to them easier and stuff.
It's an eye level kind of.
Yeah.
When I started sitting down, when I started doing Fourth Wall, it dramatically. I just kind of swivel from left to right. And it kind of helps with like, not pacing so much either. Because I would have to pace trying to come up with stuff on the fly. What's that?
Fourth Ward?
Fourth
wall is when he's going.
The fourth wall was when me and Big Mac would do
Fred
our crowd work
Madrigal.
show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we do a crowd work show, a full crowd work show.
Okay.
So we would rotate who would go first or second, and it would be like 30 minutes. And then like 15 where both of us would sit together and just kind of have like a wrap up session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
We got who's that?
Sophie, Dead Dry Bones, and then there's Angel.
Hi, Vic and friends.
Hell yeah, man. Zandy Ramirez.
Oh shit.
Sandy.
Popping up late as fuck. The show's about to end, Zandy, but Babcock open mic hopefully after she's taking a year hiatus. That's gonna be dope. But freaking yeah, man. So any Fourth Wall shows coming up?
No, we don't have anything.
Someone else is calling.
You have a caller.
Got a caller.
Oh.
Hello. Hello, Governor.
Hello.
It's still Angel. What happened?
What?
So here.
What's that? Oh, you're still here. I think somebody else called, and I think I accidentally hung up on him. Let me see.
Whoops.
Sorry, just woke up.
All is well.
Let's see. I like when people show up. Yeah, I think there was an unknown call.
Or you have dialed is not in use.
Good timing.
Yeah, call back in.
No.
Sorry, I just woke
no
up.
Fourth
That's
Walls
fine.
for a while. We literally just talked about bringing a few back. If that's something we have to do, then we kind of need to do some trial runs anyways and get warmed up because those shows do better the more we do them. You know what I mean? Like it's like a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I would love to do them again. I still get to do crowd work shows here and there, but it's just more me doing some time as crowd work as long as it was like requested. I'm not gonna do it at a club and they wanted me to do time. They want material, so that's what they're getting. But if it's like a different venue that wants something different, that like the crowd work, then yeah, that's what they're getting.
All right. Well, there we go. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think I got a thing.
He's got a thing.
For Zach Myers on October 16th. I think it's the Sunset. It's the bar next to Woodlawn. The Woodlawn Comedy Theater. It's that little bar there, and they do like a sit down show, which is actually so weird because the theme is sitting down, which feels weird because there's like certain bits where then you want to stand up.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's like becomes the actual you got to sit down, it's like oh no I want to stand up.
Yeah.
It could be the oppositional defiance disorder thing. I don't know.
The sitting down was actually a big move for that.
Mm.
The what?
It was a big move for me. Like when I first started sitting down, like the year ago when I started doing that or whatever, like That,
Is
that,
that all
that
you do
honestly
now?
did change it. No, it's not all I do now. But
Now you stand up. You mix a little stand up with your sit down.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
A little sit down comedy.
little sit down comedy.
Have you tried that, Bob? Have you explored your ass?
Yes.
Nice. At what point? Did you like sitting down better? Or you like standing up?
I like standing up better.
You like standing up better?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like to fill out the room.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Fill out.
Fill out.
Unless if
Fucking,
unless I tell a long story, then I could just sit down. You know.
just take a nice little squat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's true. Also, all right, I think we should end on there because I'll be like, what's your opinion on notes?
Yeah.
Bring up notes to the stage. But guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had some Victor regulars there. We had Juan Sancho Villa. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yo.
We had my biggest benefactor and Medici, Sandy Ramirez. Shout out to Dry Bones. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to, I think there was another one.
Angel
Ramirez.
DJ
Or
Linux
Angel.
was there in the beginning?
Why did I say Angel Ramirez? Angel Azrael 5.
Just the Crusader.
Yeah, he gave us the 5 levels of cringe, the 5 archetypes of cringe that we whittled down after a good amount of time. You know, I think today's episode was very beneficial. It might not have been the big blowout. Oh man, did you see Zach Myers and Patrick Christopher's beef?
No.
You didn't see that?
I don't keep up with it anymore.
Sorry, I didn't bring it up. Good. All right.
All right.
That was something to watch. That was I guess an Easter egg beef, but that happened last week. That was a fun one. Yeah, that's it. What would you want to say? I feel like he was about to say something. What did you say, Angel Azrael, on the other line?
Oh, I'm just happy I actually got to surprisingly call in and join in on this little fiasco. I would say this is like the first time I've done it.
Beautiful.
Fiasco.
That's about right. Yeah, we do this every Saturday around the same time. Call in again, please. I want to hear if you had any different levels or any other philosophies you might want to share with us. I do appreciate that.
Well, maybe next time I'll give you the 5 levels of being autistic.
Fantastic.
I think we're looking at it.
Yeah.
All
the 5th level.
The 5th level. It's like the 5th element.
The 5th element.
All right, guys. Well, that's been a funky dealer, and I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. 1 second. Nope, not that one.
I ain't a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, scrap, wants 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 4. Ace, deuce, scrap, want 4. Scrap, want 4. Who wants the hard 4? 5 wants 4.
Check me out, y'all.
I ain't a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 4, and he made it the hard way. Pay the front line, take the hard. You have a shooter and a good one. Coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? 6 to point.
Check me out, y'all.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
So funky. So funky. Check me out, y'all.
8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? Place 6.
So funky. So
mark 4. Ace, deuce, deuce. Scrap, 1. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Who wants to come? 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, who wants to come? 6 the point, who wants to come? 6 the point, who wants to come? 6 the point. Play 6.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks.